Hello. Are we live?
Yeah.
Oh my god. So, do you want to introduce it then? Or you want
No,
to do
go
your
ahead, fill it.
spiel? All right. Hello. My name's Phil the Thrill. This is my werewolf game. I'm excited to look good with the three best role players I've ever met in the world. Mr. Max, Crispy, and GM Cody. Um, and I appreciate them letting me debut or practice trying to be a 4D player and as a 2D GM. This is my rehabilitation into what we think of, or what I think of as what role playing should be, or what role playing is. And I need someone else to say something because I'm freaking out. It's my first video ever.
Yeah, so let's get into the game then.
Yeah.
You want to
Already.
start with the
Yeah, so we're playing Werewolf the Apocalypse.
put in the world, yeah.
We're in the 90s. This is like Oregon, kind of that area. So, what grunge is starting to kick off and all that good stuff. And just kind of set the scene. Adam scars the Veil Blanc and Tess the Dark. They are a couple of werewolves that belong to a kind of pack. They're like kind of a small pack. And what they do is they are kind of troubleshooters. So they'll go out to places to help protect the birth of new werewolves or to track down lost werewolf cubs. And I'll just kind of say the setup. They've been contacted, or Adam is a Gedefenris Theurge. If you know werewolf, then you know what that means. If not, that basically means he is a seer in a very warlike tribe. And he has this connection with these spirits that are called epithlings, which are kind of like these spirits of ideas and concepts and feelings. And the ones that he associates with most are pain. So he is scarred all over his body as he does this ritualistic scarring as a way to provide what's called chiminage to these spirits. Anyways, so he's been contacted by this kind of high level epithling to let him know that there's a source of pain coming from somewhere in Oregon, in this city. We're just going to call it Eugene, Oregon. I don't actually know anything about Eugene, Oregon. We're going to call it that. And so they Tess the Dark is his pack mate, and so they have contacted this other sept through some means. And I'll leave that kind of low res. They contacted this sept through some means, and we're going to start our story them going through a moon bridge to this other sept, and that's kind of like a spiritual Stargate kind of thing. And they're just going to end up at the heart of their cairn, this other Bonar cairn. So Tess the Dark is a Shadow Lord Ragabash, played by Crispy. And then we have Cody, who's playing Richie Wonderburn Stackhouse, who is a Bonar Galliard. And he is going to be kind of the liaison for this pack coming into the Bonar sept, because the kinfolk that they think is, because he has he's kind of like the protector of a certain amount of kinfolk, and some of them are pregnant, and so the sept has kind of sussed out that this pregnant lady who's about to give birth is probably the target of this sort of short.
What does your sound feel?
What did I not say?
We
About
lost your
pregnancy
sound there for a second. Yeah.
being the target of something.
Okay, yeah. So the Bonar elders in this sept that Richie is in have kind of figured out that this family is has this almost giving birth kinfolk, and they think that she's probably the reason why Adam has gotten this prophecy, the short-term prophecy. Anyways, and I don't really, well, I guess Richie would know this. Right now, the Bonars are kind of feuding with the Glasswalkers because the Glasswalkers are kind of leading this charge of gentrification into the territory of the Bonars, and it's starting to kind of like encroach on the cairn. And so it's kind of turning into this violent situation. And so Bonars are more than happy to accept this help because they don't really have people to spare. They're trying to kind of protect their territory right now. And so, but they're happy to send you because you're tied to the kinfolk. And that's pretty much the setup of the story. I hope that was as 4D as possible.
It's all good, man.
And when I said story, I don't know what I was thinking. It's not a story. Anyways. So you guys got any questions? I know that there were some questions before we were going to go live.
Let's get to it.
I think I answered the questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just step out of this moon gate with Tess the Dark.
I follow in behind. As soon as we step out, I'll reach in my pocket, pull out a toothpick.
So the entrance of the other side of this moon gate, it kind of dumps out into this, you step out of a storm drain, or I guess one of those pipes that kind of dumps out into a canal, and you're in like this, you're in a canal that has like a bridge going overhead, and you hear that doo-doo of cars like driving overhead. Both sides of the bridge have like these vines coming down, and there's the sun is kind of setting on the right, and some light is kind of poking in and kind of catching your eye occasionally. The smell of barbecued burgers is in the air, as well as a dank kind of mildew.
I look at Tess the Dark like I'm rubbing a scar on my face, saying, and those fucking dogs, they sure like living in the dirt. I guess
Welcome to Oregon, my friend.
Yeah.
You
It's
hear
not raining, it's pouring.
you hear like a Zippo lighter go off behind you, and from underneath the bridge out walks this guy. So who you calling dogs, eh?
You're the Bonar?
I don't see no dogs here. Maybe two scruffy looking ones from the looks of it.
The very same, sir. I bow with a flourish. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'll walk up, offer my hand.
Hey, good to meet you. Richie Stackhouse.
Tess the Dark, good to see you.
Supposed to be your liaison here or something?
Yeah, we've been hearing that there's we're gonna be like some guile, some coming out into the world tonight, right?
Oh, sorry, I didn't want to be rude. You want to smoke?
No,
I'm good.
Yeah, it's probably
Why
a
don't
white
you-
choice. They're bad for you.
Hey, Richie, a gruff voice from behind says, why don't you offer one of them a burger? And there's a larger man nearby who's like flipping burgers. You kind of see there's a couple other people kind of in the shadows huddled up like homeless people. And the moment you like walk in, they kind of scurry over to the grill to kind of get their turn, wrestling a little bit over over the being first in line.
I would take a burger.
Yeah, we got stuff to eat here. We got sides. What do you want? We got ketchup, and we got ketchup. All right, no fries. We do have onions though. They're a little old, but it'll do.
The meat.
What? They're
It's
fresh
meat?
last week.
Okay, they were fresh last week. I don't know if that
Mm.
counts as fresh, but down here it kind of does. So
You know what?
there you go.
I'll skip. Time isn't it was of the essence, right? It's there's this race going on.
You're
There's this pup that's gonna come in
you're
the
sure we
world.
want to go into this with an empty stomach?
There's always food out there.
Yeah, I know what kind of food you like.
The
The
man
kind
flips
you
a,
kill.
the man flips a couple burgers onto some shitty styrofoam plates, brings them over, shoves them in your chest. He's a pretty big dude. Richie, you know him as Jonah. He's the sept leader. He says, better not to go on an empty stomach. Besides, I'd feel like a bad host if I didn't at least feed you.
Take the burger, bring it to my face, give it a good sniff. Better an empty stomach than a turned stomach. I still take a bite in it.
We don't want to give offense here. I mean, we're your guests. We're here to help out. I'll take what you've got. Thank you. With thanks.
Yeah, it's usually wise to listen to Jonah. He usually knows what he's talking about. And yeah, we don't want to set out on an empty stomach. I already ate. You guys help yourself. You help yourself. If you have any questions, just ask. If you want to drink, there's plenty to go around.
Thank
Richie-
you. Richie, you're the one that's supposed to guide us around in this city, right?
Oh, sure. I know the city like the back of my hand, man.
We'll need that. I'm not the most city kind of guy, and this here with me, probably even less.
That's fair to say. Jonah, thank you for this food. Take it from him.
Yeah,
Why don't you get these passers-by out of here, Richie?
Yeah. We'll take our burgers to go. Come on, boys. Like you to
Get
meet
moving.
Bessie.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting this kinfolk. How close is she to delivery?
Oh, well, Bessie's not the kinfolk.
Oh,
That's my car. See over there? And
That's
you
right.
see this old 1980s Cadillac that's pretty run down and rusted. Yep. She gets me where I want to go. So pile in, boys. Where are we going?
let's go. What do you think? What do you think, Adam? Where are we going?
Got the spirit that they work. Just show me those vague image. There's this
Maybe if you cut yourself again.
I
Is
don't
that how that works?
kind of does, but also need some time, right? Just some quiet, and now we need to get going.
Agreed.
There's this house. It's a very wealthy house by the on the shore or I don't know. It's vague.
By the shore. Oh, you must be by the lake. Yeah. There's definitely some Richie folk out there. And not Richie like in me, but highfalutin folk. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds good. Richie, which one of these doors in this fine chariot has a window that works? I kind of like to be in the car with the windows down. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. You just got to hit it a couple times and it starts sliding down.
Excellent.
It's not a big deal. Here, let me show you. There you go. There you
Perfect.
go. See, it's working perfect.
Let's go.
I got I got the front seat. I'll the passenger seat, shotgun. I'll tell you if I drive us by the lake. I'll be able to guide you.
All right, to the lake it is. So I pull the car out, get on the highway. So where you boys from? You sure you don't want to smoke?
Well, I'm eating this burger. I'm not
Yeah.
sure it would go well with it. I'm actually feeling a little motion sickness in this thing.
Motion sickness? Nah, man, this thing is like a boat. It's a beauty. Smooth ride.
No, it's not a problem with your car. The car is fine. It's just my own thing. I stick my nose out the window a little bit. It's better.
I get it.
It's
You
fresh.
country bumpkins aren't used to riding around in cars. It's all good, though. You get used to it riding around with me.
This
I
Weaver
promise I'll
tech.
take it easy on you.
Oh, I tell you, Weaver tech everywhere.
Yeah, we're from the north. There's a small place over there.
Yeah, how is it over there?
Close to the border. Peaceful, quiet.
Yeah,
Not like
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
No, it's hustle bustle around here, but it's pretty nice. The folk around here are pretty good. Food's good.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'll try to focus a bit.
Wrap my burger in the.
Oh,
Mm,
sure.
good.
You focus. You sure you don't want to smoke?
Yeah.
You
As
hear,
I,
as a car like peels past.
Hey, watch where you're going.
As I sit in the passenger seat, I pull out a small knife from my belt and
Motherfuckers.
start like cutting myself a bit so I can like commune with like spirit, try to get like some vision of where we're going, some direction.
Okay. The sense of pain kind of opens up, and you sense that a kind of spirit kind of starts to shimmer in front of your eyes. It says, "Go. What is it that you seek? Scars the veil."
I got this vision about this new pup coming to the world that we need to find. I'm looking for direction.
The pain comes from it comes from a desire.
Richie's eyes have glassed over. He's doing his thing again.
Oh, is that his thing? Is that what he
Yeah,
does?
it's his thing. Just it'll pass.
Or maybe we should keep it down.
Yeah.
Keep the volume down.
You know what? Maybe pass me one of them cigarettes if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. Plenty to go around.
Richie's idea of rich housing is a little different than perhaps Adam expects, would say. And the Bonars not being a very affluent tribe, the houses by the lake are not perhaps as much mansions as they are. What's that word? Project housing. Low income. The spirit shimmers in front of you again, communicating. It says, "The birth will be soon." And it starts to kind of like just like drifts off and then just kind of zooms out out of the cab and over to the east.
Richie looks like he's coming around.
We have to go east, Richie.
East. All right.
East.
You want to go east? We'll go east. Hold on to your butts.
Yes, it's coming. This bird is coming.
When you say coming, what do you mean? Like soon?
Soon.
Like right now?
Imminent. Like right now.
Richie, any chance we
But
can
I
go
got like
faster?
very
What do you
poor
think?
direction.
Oh, we can go faster.
Oh, we should probably push it.
All right, Bessie. Give it all you got. We're going in gear.
Keep an eye
Tess
open to
leans
any
out
kind
the
of like
window.
I keep an eye open to any kind of like sign that they can recognize from the vision that I had.
The street continues on for he kind of pulls into this neighborhood that has a lot of small houses. There's a lake nearby. No one has swum in it in, years. And it kind of opens up, and there's like a lot of small houses lined up with a large gray and blue kind of 4-floor apartment building straight ahead. The road tees out So it kind of ends, and then there's a T. There's
Wait.
small houses on both sides.
This big building there. Maybe that's the one I saw in vision.
Hey, Rich, do you recognize this is your territory? We're in your land.
Yeah. No, you know what? I never noticed that, but we can go up there if you want.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think?
I just saw like a big mention. Maybe I misinterpreted. Maybe just like this big block. So I think that's the place. Let's go see if there's anybody in labor there.
We're just going to knock on doors and ask who's pregnant?
Yes. You got a better plan?
Well, I mean, if I wanted to have a good plan, I probably would have a better plan than that.
Well, maybe you ask the spirits again. Give them something good. Here, I give them my pack of cigarettes. You offer that to them. Maybe they'll show you the way.
Actually, did you got any cash on you, Richie? Just a little bit. Say $20.
I got $3.22. What did that get us?
Reach my hand in my pocket. Close enough. Yeah, I'll take your $3.
I don't think those spirits are interested in the cash, though.
No, that's not it.
Oh.
Why don't you just go cut yourself again and get another vision?
If that has to come to it.
I don't doubt it. Yeah, see, there's looks like there's
street.
some lights on down there. I just want to walk up to that house here. Pull over there, Richie, if you don't mind. I'm just going to hop out.
All right, no problem. Whatever you say.
Lots of the houses have lots of Christmas lights strung up. There's some kids playing out in the front, playing games with the ball. They're playing tag, different things. Everyone's kind of has some kind of Christmas decorations put up. Typically a wreath and just a shitty string of lights across the roof.
I sign I hail one of the kids. I say, "Hey, boy."
He catches the ball as it's being thrown to him, and he runs up to the car.
Hey, what are you doing?
We're looking for a pregnant woman, very pregnant, in the neighborhood. You know where I could find her?
He looks at you. He says, "What do you mean, pregnant woman?
What pregnant mean?
Yeah,
woman with a big belly.
Mom!
Her around."
And he runs off.
Yeah, see what you did now.
Tess walks down the street towards one of these houses, the first house that he sees that has lights on, this little string of lights and a wreath in the door. Opens the front chain link fence, walks up to the door and raps on the door.
Follow a few feet behind.
Then throws his cigarette down hastily. Looks back at the car at the curb. Just wave. Yep, you got this.
And someone opens the door a crack looking through the chain.
Oh,
says, you can tell it's like a small 30-something woman.
Ma'am, I'm sorry to bother you.
Yes.
My friends and I we work for the local radio station. We had a little contest here recently. People nominated. The
door shuts and the chain gets undone, and then they open.
There's a cash reward, ma'am.
Radio. She looks out. She's looking around, trying to see who else is there.
Oh yeah. It's just we're just doing a delivery here. We're from CJ 94, and we're just here to trying to track down a winner of one of our prizes. Got a little bit of a cash reward if you could point us in the right direction, ma'am. We're a bit lost. Looking for a lady. She's due to have a baby any moment, and really want to make sure that we get her this gift as before the holidays. He
just looks at you a little nervous, and she kind of looks around, spots the taxi cab, and she says, "Richie, are these some of yours?"
Yeah. Sorry to disturb you, Bethel. These gentlemen are new around town. I'm just showing them around. How you doing tonight, by the way? The kids good? How's the husband?
I'm doing fine. We're just getting ready for Christmas. She looks at you and she says, "You got to get better with your lies, Mister."
Yeah, I must be a little out of practice.
You'd
My
say-
eyes
You guys
narrow
want
a
to
little
come in
bit.
for dinner?
No, we already ate, but look, it'd be really important for us if you know anybody around here. You know anybody expecting soon around here? You heard anything?
She looks around again, and then she walks out of the house in her bathrobe, walking past the two Tests and Adam. She kind of like looks up and down at Adam. A little shocked.
Don't worry about
and
him.
disturbed.
He's cool. I pat him on the chest. He's a good guy.
And she comes over to your window and leans down, holding her shirt tight because it's very cold outside. As the sun sets and the moon begins to come out, she says, "Yeah, we got someone expecting here soon. Sorry I'm being quiet. We just had a lot of people sniffing around."
Yeah, where at? And who?
Oh, it's Becky down on 4D. She points.
Oh,
catty
in this
catty corner
complex?
to her house is their small house. No.
Look, I appreciate it, Bethel. I appreciate the information. And look, if you need anything, you know where to contact me, and me and my crew will help you out. You have a good night. Sorry to disturb you, and Merry Christmas to you and the kids.
She puts her hand on your shoulder and she says, "Let me get you some eggnog."
No. That's fine. You save that
It's-
for you and your family. You need it more than we do. I
You're
got some
You're gonna
drinks
turn
here.
down the eggnog. It's my family's special recipe.
Well, maybe we'll take a little bit for the road. What do you say, boys? You need a little eggnog? Warm you up?
No, I think we should get moving. There's people like sniffing around.
Well,
Okay,
yeah.
no eggnog. Appreciate it, Bethel. Maybe we'll come back some other time. We'll stop by for some dinner, catch up. You know, it'll be a good thing. I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
Richie, you've always been a good boy.
I try.
Yes.
Thank you.
She walks back
Thank
to
you,
her
man.
house and
Tess
she says,
meets her on her walkway back to her house, holds the gate open for her. Ma'am.
she says, "Thank you." She kind of has like an air of a slight air of superiority and pride as she walks back to her house.
I walk up to the passenger side of Richie's car, lean in.
How back?
Well,
I overheard something about 4D and people sniffing around.
Yeah. So 4D is a place we need to check out. What do you think? Looking at Adam.
I don't think we want to get. I don't know if we want to get directly involved. Right? We're just here to watch, keep an eye open, make sure everything goes smooth. Right? We don't like a bird. You want to bring her to the cairn? Are you equipped to it? Like ice on your cairn? You want to bring her back there?
No. I think we just keep an eye on the building, right? And make sure everything goes smooth, like you said.
Yeah. She said people have been sniffing around. You know what that mean, right?
No good.
All right,
Trouble.
then. Let's go over to 4D then, shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you. I just want to walk around 4D on the outside. Just going to take a look around. Somebody said there was snooping around. Maybe I'll just go for a little walk.
Go
That's
do
a good
some snooping
idea.
of your own.
I'll catch up with you in a few minutes.
One of the kids runs up to you and starts walking next to you. It's the same kid that you stopped or it's a different kid with that has the ball though. It's the same ball. He says, "What are you guys doing here?" As he walks with you up to 4D.
Do you?
Oh, I'm
test?
sorry. We were talking to
tests,
us?
Yeah, to tests.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
there, youngster. Hey, let me check out that ball. Maybe you can show me around the neighborhood. My friends are just going to check on a friend of ours. you pass me that ball, and
He
let's kick
tosses
it.
it up to you.
Yeah, it's a little flat. It'll do. Drop it, kick it, just gently back to him, and lead away. Give me the
He
tour.
kind of starts playing soccer with you and bumping the.
I turn my head over to Adam. I'm just gonna take a look on the outside here.
Yeah.
The outside of the house 4D is a corner lot. It also has Christmas lights all around the top with the wreath. You can tell that the Christmas lights are very bright. There is some warm light coming from inside the house. There's a window unit AC. Basically a door, kind of like a L. So they all kind of look the same. They're kind of like a L. There's a window on the front, and then the door, and then another window right here. So if you're walking around, there's a little hurricane fenced-in yard in the back. There's like a bicycle in there. It's like red and black. Looks like it probably belongs to a tween.
So I
there's
talk to
people
the little
home.
kid as we walk around, ask him what house is his, and asking if he's seen anyone else come by.
Oh yeah, everyone's talking about how the people are coming by, and to watch out for them.
What do you mean, watch out for him?
They're bad news or something. I don't know. Sometimes, when you're a kid, you got to watch out for people.
Well, that's true. I kick the ball back to him as we play pass with the soccer ball back and forth.
But I guess you're with Richie, so kicks it back.
I just look over my shoulder to see if Adam and Richie are in the house yet.
I'm actually pulling the car over there because I want the car to be close by.
Yeah. I turned to Richie and said, so you're well known around those parts, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah, especially in this parts. We try to help people out around here. Look after them, because you look
That's
after
convenient.
people, they look after you, right?
I guess. But you have a little trouble brewing as well, right?
Oh, yeah, we always got trouble brewing. I mean, everybody's got their own trouble everywhere, right?
Yeah.
You don't have
Look
trouble
like
where you come
somebody's
from?
Take care of it.
Exactly. You take care of it.
Yeah. You know that, Becky?
Yeah, Nor. Yeah.
You want to go say hi?
Do
You
what?
got a reason to go say hi.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we can knock on the door if you want. I thought you just wanted to scope the place out, but we can,
Or if you know where, maybe we can have like a reason to get there, no?
Sure. If you want to go inside, we'll park the car here. We go up there and knock on the door. Bam, bam, boom. We're inside.
Yeah, I want to scope, want to look behind the veil a bit. So I'll need
You can
some
peek.
time to take a peek behind the veil. So when I'm there, see if there's anything nefarious looking around. So keep them distracted so I can, you get what I mean?
All right. So you're going to stay here in the car?
I'll go with you. I want to be close.
Okay. Makes sense. Let's go. So I move the car pretty close, right in front of the house. And then we get out of the car and I go up to the door and knock on the door.
Right before you knock on it, the outside light flips on. Someone opens the door a crack. It's an older lady. She closes it, unchains it, and opens it. You know this person to be Deb. She's Becky's mother.
Hey, good evening, Deborah. Is Becky home?
Yeah, she's home. Of course, she better not. She better be home. Come on in. She opens the door.
Appreciate it. This here is my friend Adam. He's from out of town. I'm just showing him around. We heard Becky's expecting. We just wanted to come to pay our good wishes,
Oh, yeah, she's expecting. All right. She's practically bursting. Come on in, Adam. Is that what it was?
Yes, it is. Thank you,
Would
ma'am.
you guys like some soup? I got the soup on.
If I could just use your Bathroom, that would be lovely.
Of
We had
course,
just
it's the first
joked
door
right
on the
here.
left there, sweetheart.
Thank you. I head to the bathroom. Then
Richie,
when
I
I'm
know
there,
you're hungry. You're always hungry.
No, I just ate, ma'am. But a cup of coffee would be nice. You have some coffee on that?
Of course. I hope instant's all right.
No, that's fine. Way I prefer it.
She goes off to the kitchen, leaving you in her living room, which has a very well-used, like, fabric couch. Like, it's got that the beading all over it. It's been reinforced with a nice quilt. It's got a little bit of a smell to it, but the smell of cinnamon cookies kind of fills the air also.
As she walks
There's
off
a-
to
There's
the
a Christmas tree. Good.
as she walks off to the kitchen, I'm like, I start peeking down the hallways and stuff. Just make sure. I want to make sure nothing's out of order. You know, the coast is clear and there's nothing unusual going on, or nobody lurking about that they might have not noticed.
and
Nothing
as I'm in
seems
the bathroom, as I'm in the bathroom, I take that time to like peek around, look in the spirit world a bit.
All right, that's Gnosis, difficulty 6. And
While that's
Richie,
going on, I break contact with this boy that's been giving me the tour. Say, you know what? I want to give you a little bit of a Christmas gift. Here's $3. I wish I had more, but that's all that I got.
what are you giving me this for?
Well, you've given me a tour. Appreciate that. I kind of pull on my earring a little bit. So anything else you're not telling me? Like about these people that have been snooping around? Like how many are we talking about? 4? 5?
It's always the same two. It's like two guys. They got suits on. They're trying to like.
Really?
They say that I hear things about insurance or something, but people just seem nervous around them. They're always using like this black SUV is what they use. Like,
Were they here yesterday?
I didn't see them.
All right. Well, you run along now, and yeah, here's your $3. Think you earned it?
I don't think I should take this. He gives it back to me.
You sure now? You did give me a tour.
And he runs off with his ball.
Right. I circle around back, heading to the back of the house 4D.
The boy goes to talk about things with his compatriots. So nothing out of the ordinary, Richie, but there is some music being played, some Silverchair being played down the hall and behind a closed door.
Jesus Christ. Couldn't they get some better tunes in here? Some Alice in Chains, some Nirvana, something, Pixies. Fucking Silverchair.
Wait till tomorrow. Sorry.
I just stay on my feet and just keep alert of all my surroundings. Just kind of looking around.
There's one more room over to the left that's kind of connected to the living room.
I walk up to the back door and test
back.
the door, see if it's open.
It's open.
I failed to look into the peek in the umbra, and I get out of the bathroom.
The gauntlet's pretty heavy in this area, even with the use of the mirror.
Yeah, I get out of the bathroom and I go back to Richie.
So the spirits flowing tonight for you?
Not really.
Well, it seemed like it. How long you were in there?
Well, I tried. I gave him a good shot, but couldn't get a good connection enough. Couldn't see anything.
Yeah, it's understandable. A lot of interference here. It could be this fucking Silverchair playing in the background.
Here's your coffee, Richie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Much rather have like something like Johnny Cash or whatever, right?
Yes. Now, Johnny Cash, there was a songwriter. There was a man's man. That would bring you in touch with your spiritual connection for sure.
Hest
The
silently
pain.
opens the door and steps into the house.
Oh, sure. Just help yourself in.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello, ma'am. I'm with those two.
Oh,
He's with us. Don't worry about him. He's harmless.
what's going on, Richie? Where are all these people here?
We heard something suspicious in the neighborhood. Some crooks running around. And since, Becky's expecting it all, we just thought we'd keep our eyes peeled.
Oh no.
If that's okay with you. We're just going to hang out here for a little while. Make sure everything's cool. If it's cool, we'll leave you alone. Leave you in peace. Leave you tonight.
Mom, what's going on? And one of the doors in the living room opens, and a 5'0" Latina girl steps out, massively pregnant, and she says, "Who are these people, Mom?"
Must be Becky, eh?
Yes. What's going on?
Congratulations, Becky.
Thank you. I guess you guys are here about this little guy.
Yeah, I heard like you're due pretty much right now, right?
Maybe a few days.
I would bet about tonight.
You think so?
You better pack a bag.
Oh, we got the bag packed already.
Yeah,
Says
that's why.
Deb.
I walk over to Richie while this is going over, whisper into
Do you know
his ear.
Becky? I'm sorry.
There's been two men coming around in a black SUV, suburban probably. Kids think that they're trying to sell insurance. They got a bad vibe on them.
Yeah, that sounds a little. Maybe one of us should keep around the outside of the house.
Agreed.
The music stops.
Oh, thank God.
What is that?
Mom!
Yeah.
And a door opens up to a messy boy's bedroom. And out steps a young boy. He says, "Oh, what are all these people doing here?"
We're the welcome wagon.
Yeah,
They're
don't
here.
worry. Then you're expecting a brother or sister? Is
I
Becky your
don't
mom?
know.
You wouldn't know.
Daniel, be nice to them. They're here to help. Says Becky.
So do you know Becky?
Is that your crew? You got a bit of a crew here, right? I say to the young man.
Yeah, say something, Daniel. Yeah, I guess. Those are my friends.
They were telling me about some black truck, suburban type, driving around here. A couple insurance agents. Finger the earring.
Yeah,
You seen those two?
but they said that they weren't insurance agents. And then
No?
Becky goes, "Yeah, they're giving off weird vibes, Richie." She gives you
All right.
annoying,
So
she's giving
did
you
they
like
try to-
annoying like nod, like she means something more.
Can we talking just among us?
What? Like us?
Us, yeah. Richie,
Yeah,
Tess.
yeah. We can do that.
Just for a second, if you excuse us, ma'am.
Yeah, excuse us. Pardon us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone just Becky just kind of like sits down in the couch.
So Richie, all your kin, like what's the relationship between your people and the kin, right? Does she know what she's getting into?
She may or she may not. I mean, we look after our own, but some of them aren't as aware of the situation as others, So
Mm-hmm.
And we take this situation delicately. We don't want to,
Yes, as we should.
things could get bad.
The veil shall not be lifted.
Exactly. See, this
Wise.
man knows his litany.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Of course I do. I'm a shadow
Like
lord.
the lawyer here. Yeah.
Adam,
So what do
I'm
you
gonna
want
leave
to
this
do
to
here?
you. I'm just nervous sitting up, cooped up in this little cage of a house. If that
Let's try
vehicle's
to,
coming around, I'm just
I
gonna
want to know if like,
walk to the window,
yeah,
peek out.
I want to
You
see.
see, you see Daniel kind of storming out of the house,
Hmm.
walking across the street to his friends.
Ma'am Becky,
Yes.
those men you've seen roaming around, did they try to contact you directly?
Yeah, they came in here asking us if we wanted some insurance.
Insurance. So that's the story you're going with.
I guess so, but it's clear that they're agents. That's why I'm glad you guys are here, because I know that
Mhm.
you're probably after my baby.
Yeah,
No,
that's why we're.
don't worry yourself.
That's
we
what
got help
that's
now.
what exactly. You don't have to worry. We'll be here for you. How are you feeling now?
I feel fine.
You feel
Normal.
fine? You should try to rest a bit as much as you can for now.
I would
All right.
suggest we probably all need to stay in the same room here. Adam, I suggest you stay here in the house. And look, me and Test Doc here, we'll go outside, make sure everything's cool. How's that
Richie,
sound?
why don't you stay with?
Oh,
with
sure,
Cole?
sure. You want me to stay? I defer it to you.
Oh, wait.
I'll go with Tess. You know, those are your people. I'll go with Tess.
Yes, except you're just a walking alarm bell. As soon as we come out, you stand out so much. It's any element of surprise is gone. And Adam, I have the chime. If she's going to be delivering, I could strike the chime. Then I'll go take a look, and Richie can come along. What do you think? I mean,
Well,
you're the boss.
yeah, you're the boss, but you're the brain.
I didn't make the choice, but I'll live with it.
Yeah. I'll trust you on that one. Now, like, I hate those waiting game. Like, just like this is not where I shine, right? Give me something I can sink my teeth in. But now, like, just waiting, this anxiousness.
Well, I have the chime, just in case.
Yeah.
Deb helps Becky back to her room to lay down in the bed. Come on, sweetheart.
Richie, I was talking to those kids. I just wonder if one of them is gonna spread the word that we've arrived. You know,
Well,
it was that angry young man that came out of his bedroom.
don't worry about him. All young men are angry. You weren't angry at that age? I know. I'm especially me. I mean, especially us, right?
At that age, I just liked eating squirrels.
I will say this though. At least
you haven't reached that age.
No, I'm still not their age.
At least I have better taste in music. We got to get this kid some better music. Luckily, I got a few CDs in the car. Give them to the kid.
Good
You know,
idea.
hook them up.
That's the least
But
of my word
that's
right now.
not the mission tonight, right?
Peek out the window just to see what the kids have playing still across the street in the dim light.
No, they are gone.
Tess, did you see something outside? You flare anything?
Yeah, I mean those just the group of youths milling around. I tried to befriend one of them, but with limited success.
What's the scene around Richie? Who's that actor? Who could be after a pop like that? You know, active.
A threat around here. There's all kinds of threats, but you know, I mean, the Glasswalkers have been stepping up their game lately, but you know, there's been a few scuffs and scuffles, but nothing big yet. But you know, what on the street is probably soon there will be. I mean, but there is a lot of, there's a lot of development happening around here. You know what that means? That ain't never good. I mean, that could mean anything, right?
Yeah,
I don't want to say the words around these people. You get my drift, but
I get your drift.
The veil.
I don't think the Glasswalker would go after like a pup that's to be born, though, right? Just like
no, I don't think so either. I wouldn't
still
even.
part of the.
I don't think they would stoop that low. But you never
No.
know, right? You never
No.
know.
Well, if they do, they're gonna regret it.
And it could have been, one of the other ones that has turned.
That's much more what I'm worried about. This waiting is driving me crazy. I'll wait for you. I'll wait outside. I need to, stretch my leg.
Yeah, you get some air. Keep
Yeah.
a lookout. I'll
Let's
stay
go,
here in
boss.
the house.
I open the door outside, let Adam pass by and follow him out.
Go walk a bit in the yard.
Tess, you catch a glimpse of a black SUV parked across the street from the larger building that is on the T.
Adam, don't look over your left shoulder.
Mm.
I see that black SUV the kids were talking about.
Shit, I think that's them. Should we go knock on the window? Let's go knock on the window.
I never would have guessed you would have picked the direct approach. Why don't you just let me get a little closer? It's dark enough now. I'm going to be hard
I
to
think
see.
you get a better idea.
Just want to lay eyes on it. Plus,
That's
the
that's why I
mission
like
isn't
working with
the
you,
mission
man.
boss to take care of the kin folk about to give birth to a new pup?
If we get rid of the threat, that's taking care of it.
No, I just want to make sure. I start walking.
That's why I like working with you, Test. I'll let you do your thing.
Yeah, let me do my thing. I pull my collar up a little bit, start walking. I studiously avoid any small street lights, the few that are still working in the area. As I blend into the shadows, my form becomes a little less distinct. I think I have to roll for that.
Pretty good. It's auto.
I stay close by the door. I lean my back against the wall. I try to follow my side where
You catch
Tess is going.
Adam. You catch a glimpse of some of the kids, kind of off to the left and across the street, playing around some trash cans.
I give a little knock on the door.
I'll open the door. Yeah, what's going on? Any
Black
action
SUV
out here?
outside. Black SUV outside.
Everybody or just me? What?
I was just waiting, like Test one to sniff around. So, just they might be here.
Right.
Just so you know. You got one of those smoke? Maybe I'll take you one.
Yeah. Here you go.
Pick one of the smoke, put it in my mouth. I don't inhale. I just pretend smoke.
I walk from shadow to shadow, my form blending into the darkness, indistinct, getting closer to this SUV, looking carefully around it, especially for two men in suits. I'm looking for. I'm smelling at the same time.
Inside the SUV is difficult to see because the tint is so dark. The exhaust coming off the SUV stinks more than you would be accustomed to. You've been it's an extra kind of stinky smell coming out of the exhaust. It's got a color to it, a little bit brown.
Car's running. I stop and in some shadows in the building just near where the SUV is parked. And I just blend into the shadows there. So I lean up against the building.
You see a lighter sparks inside the SUV, lighting up the face of a man with pursed lips and sunshades on. The moon is fully out now. The sun has fully set.
I wait there for a few more minutes just to see if they get out.
I step outside and close the door behind me and lean up against the door, like right next to Adam.
The bird should be soon now. Like, did Becky start any labor or something? Didn't lose her water? Never had a wife. I don't know how that works.
Well, you think I know? What do I look like? Freaking doctor here?
Yeah, you look like a real Casanova.
Well, I may look like a Casanova, but I ain't no fucking doctor. That's for sure.
Well, so no commotion inside. That's just what I'm asking, right?
No commotion.
Well, wait
At
until
least
like
nothing out of the unusual that I can tell.
test should be come back around soon. We'll see what he thinks.
Passenger side door opens in the SUV. A man starts walking around the back, to walk toward the back.
Keep my eyes peeled on him. I think I can't quite get close enough to see yet. I reach in with my hand just on my side. I gesture to lengthen the shadows of the building, just ever so slightly, that I could get a little closer. Try to see exactly who we're dealing with here. As I do so, I tap into some of my spiritual connection to the wild. 2 successes.
The man continues to walk around. He's looking at the house, at the 4D. Is it 4B? I don't remember what I mean. And he walks over to the front and knocks on the window on the driver's side in the back. The window rolls down a little bit. He says, there's someone new. He says, how many? Just one so far.
I back away as this is happening. Oh, sorry, Cody.
No, I'm just like still leaning up against the door. So, that looks suspiciously like the SUV the kids were talking about, eh?
I agree, and I think somebody just come out of it.
Yeah.
We need to get those motherfuckers away from here.
Yeah, either that or we need to get away from here, right?
That's an idea as well.
I mean, I got the car right there.
I hate fucking running away. You know,
hey, we don't have to run away.
Bringer?
You make the call. You make the call. I defer to you, boss.
Let's choose our battleground. You think we can convince Becky to come with us? She's about due. That's a fucking big sale, no?
Yeah, you're right. It'd probably be better just to hold the fort here, see what comes at us. There's 3 of us. I think we can take them. There can't be that many in that SUV, right?
We can take them, but a lot of fucking people around, like a lot of fucking eyeballs, right?
Yeah, but it's we could you're right. Yeah. Hey, I got my lead pipe in the trunk, so I came prepared. See?
That's smart. I only got my knife there.
I slink in the shadows closer to the SUV, using the shadows as I twist them to conceal myself. Peering into the SUV, looking for weapons.
A whisper comes out and he says, I'll check on it. All right.
That's enough for me. I take cautious steps backward, silently as I can. That's going to be...
It looks like 2.
I silently back up. Ooh, 1. When I'm back in the shadows, I veer into my wolf natural form and move as fast as I can back to the house.
I see the big dog coming toward us. Point to it. That fucking test coming back.
Yeah, definitely. If he changed form, he's coming back that fast. It must be urgent. Should I go get the pipe? I got a bat too, if you need it.
I'm gonna be good with my knife.
All right, you suit yourself.
I run around the back of the house, so I'm not running to the front door where the car can see me. I circle around the back of this corner house, using it as cover against the car. And then when I'm close enough to you, Adam, I say, "We got company. Definitely not human."
Yeah. That's
all right, lead pipe it is. I hit on the back of the trunk as it comes open. You want the bat or the pipe?
I'm good. I'm good. Tess.
Yeah, no, you're good. I'm asking Tess.
Yeah. Tess, you're still going to use like fang and claw.
Fang and claw is all I know.
All right. Pipe it is. Close the trunk.
I need to veer into my human form.
You don't want to stay like that?
I'm more comfortable like this, but no, it's not safe.
Yeah, people think you're a big dog.
Yeah. For now.
You're with us. You want me to put a leash on you?
I can't use the chimes. I need to use the chimes.
Oh yeah. I see.
And if I enter the house like this, well, she's definitely having that baby right away when she sees me.
Yeah, that's the point. Check on her.
You don't want to give her a heart attack, poor woman.
What do you think? What if we... Richie, I know you care deeply for that fucking Betsy, right?
Yeah, she's the
to, what if you were to drive around and hit their SUV a bit?
Oh, you mean like ramming speed?
No, just saying, like, do a little hit and run. See if they're going to follow and then, like, come back around if they don't.
I got you. Make it look like an accident. I can do that.
Yeah. What do you think, Tess? Then we can just, like, should we up in?
I finished
if
taking my homid form. Yes, but what do you think if I could sound the chimes now? I mean, if they are as much connected to the weird or the worm as I suspect, then maybe it'll give us a bit of an edge. At least protect the child and the mother. Then I can come back out. We can jump in the car. I could grab her. We could go.
Connected to the worm? What are you freaking talking about?
Well,
I don't want nothing connected to the worm in my car, right?
No. It's the SUV. It's that Suburban over there. That late model one with all the window tinting and the exceptionally foul exhaust.
Exceptionally foul exhaust.
Yeah, it was terrible. I mean,
like worse than, like, I know, like, you don't like fucking cars. So
no, it's way worse. It's definitely worse than that Cadillac. What is that? Whatever that one is. I point to Richie's car. It's way worse than that. In fact, your Cadillac smells like the forest after a fresh rain compared to that thing. It's like brown smoke. I don't know. It's one of you human things.
Well, the secret's in the air freshener, right? You got to get one of them little trees, man.
Little trees. We got a few fucking, like, we need to fucking get into action, man. Like, this fucking thing, this fucking anticipation is fucking driving me mad. Like, we got, like, Betsy to take care of, right?
Look, somebody's got to take charge here, all right? So you say you're the boss. What do you got to make the call? So we can get in the car, we can leave, or we can stay here, or option number 3, we can just bring the fight to fucking them, right?
Right here on the street.
Yeah, right here on the fucking street.
So many
You
witnesses.
want to ram them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
fucking
Get in the
wreck the
car.
car.
Let's ram them.
You know what? What if I stay out of the car while you ram them?
Suit
All right.
yourself.
So the plan is, if I understand this brilliance that has been presented to us here, is that we're going to ram the Cadillac into that other black vehicle.
Yeah.
Adam, you're just going to tear them limb from limb, of course.
Yeah.
I stay
That's
here
that's
with
another
the
plan.
child.
So I'm glad you're on with the plan. Well, you know, if we
Well,
keep
I
them
didn't go
occupied-
that far, but as long as that's our best plan, I'm with Richie on this. I don't think it's wise for us to just sit here. They know. I've heard them. They know that there's extras here.
Yeah.
They're going to act quick if we don't do something. I'd rather be the one to act than to
Oh,
just
you
react.
call them
on
out,
that,
right?
I'm 100% with you. The child's gonna be fine. So far as we know, she's not in labor yet.
Door to the SUV opens,
No,
and a large man steps out.
fucking go ahead, Richie. Fucking ram that guy.
He's got some kind of weird.
I'm already
Elephant.
getting in the car, turning
Okay.
on the ignition, put it in reverse, and go straight at this dude.
He's got some
Can I-
kind of weird elephantitis leg, and he's like totally bald, with like weird black sky across his head. He's wearing a black jean vest with black jeans and a red shirt.
I go
Change.
grab bro.
Go ahead and let's make it wits drivable, I guess.
Sorry.
You're gonna try to ram him. Good. Or Richie.
While the Cadillac's engine fires to life, Hest walks quickly into the house and pulls out his sanctuary chimes. That's 5 successes.
So before you hit him, he turns into one of the biggest Crinus werewolves you've ever seen. He just balloons up. And this fucking like rhino horn starts coming out of his head as he grows into this massive 10-foot tall beast of war. And hitting with the car. Tries to catch your car.
All right. Oh shit.
Well, I was turning Glabro, but now when I see him turn Krynos, I say fuck it. I spend a fucking rage and I go like fucking Krynos too. Yeah.
All right. He you beat him, so feel free to describe your successes there.
All right. I go, oh shit, here we go. And I just ram into him. And since the door's open, I run into the SUV door, and then back into the next like apartment, going through the window, and then pull the car forward and step out with my lead pipe at the ready.
All right.
I call over to the mother.
He's like, okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So you go ahead and shift into Crinus, Adam. When you call when you play the charms tests, you hear like a dark kind of reverberation of the charms. You heard it. It sounds like it's interfering with something trying to get through the Umbra. Actually, it's just that kind of noise.
Damn it.
That's what you tie to that.
Got to get out of here.
And you hear kind of like a...
I walk to the room with the expecting mother. Open the door. I'm sorry, ma'am, but
What's happening?
it's not safe here. We need to move you.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. And Deb reaches down and tries to help Becky get to her feet.
Ma'am, do you have a car?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go get the keys. We're leaving right now.
She says, oh, okay.
Put her in the car. Stay down.
She runs out of the room. Becky is kind of like holding her tummy. She's like, oh. And Richie, the large, disgusting black Crinus werewolf is like leaned back into a refrigerator, like with his arms like in the refrigerator, and he's just slowly like together. He's starting to like come out of the fridge.
All right. All right.
Eating his eyes.
That's fine. You want to do it that way? That's fine. I throw down my pipe and I turn into Glambros form. Let's go, buddy. Come on. Nobody fucks with my people, especially on my turf.
I'm in Krynos form already, and I fucking run like where where Richie went, like following this straight after this black horn Krynos, right?
All right.
I run.
Couple of guns fire out. Bullet whizzing by your head.
Yeah.
And then someone says, oh, fuck. And the bullets stop whizzing by your head. Coming from the SUV.
I ignore SUV for now. I just keep running toward where Richie is, because I know that there's one of those beasts there.
All right.
Pest reacts to the gunshots. I hear that.
The Cronus werewolf just kind of shoves the taxi to the side. Kind of towards
Hey,
you.
watch the paint, buddy. All right, now you're really going to get it. And I go charging right at him.
All right. Get him. Okay.
Got 3. And I come in right for his guts with my claws and just slash up.
He catches your wrist and throws you into your cab. Go ahead and
Fuck.
Go ahead and roll soak. For 4 bashing.
Bashing.
Yeah. He's okay.
I dust myself off, get on top of the car. I'm like, all right. That's cool. And then I jump off the car and try to like grab him by the head.
I arrive on the scene, and I fucking like body tackle the monster.
Okay.
For 2 success. I grab him, go on the floor with him, hold him down as much as I can.
All right.
I see Adam like tackle him right before I'm like going to jump on him. And as he could like jump on top of him too and basically like keep him down, help him keep him down as much as I can.
I am leaning into the car with the mother and the woman that's inspecting or expecting, have her in the back seat. So, ma'am, keep the engine
Mama.
running, but do not leave until I tell you.
Mama, where's Daniel?
I'll look
don't
for
know.
Daniel.
I don't know.
You just stay here.
You see some of the kids are starting to like pour out, kind of like look at the action that's going on down the street.
I take a few steps away from the car so they can't see me directly. I veer into, or I attempt to veer into Hispo. Yep. And then I howl to scare the kids.
Okay. Oh no. And then the kids all kind of like scurry back into the neighborhood. And you see Daniel kind of coming back up, kind of checking out what's going on. He doesn't seem as upset by what you did. And he kind of starts peering over there and walking over starts to actually run towards the action.
I see the kid. I'm like, Adam, you hold this guy. I'm going to get the kid. And I just rush headlong towards the kid and scoop him up in my arms. I'm like, look, little dude, this ain't no place to be running around. All right.
The SUV starts like backing up, and it looks like it's going to try and it's doing like a 2-point turn kind of to try to like pull out.
I go for a bite on that motherfucker. Bite him like straight in the neck. Right? And then I'm gonna use my rage to claw him on top of it. The bite. Five success.
Okay. He kind of laughs at you as you sink your teeth into him.
Yeah, we'll see if you laugh now. Four damage.
Okay.
And I use my rage to claw him on top of it.
After you bite him, his blood pours into your mouth and begins to burn your mouth.
Oh shit.
Tastes of raw sewage and
motherfucker.
Fucking what's known as shit.
Yeah.
I'm running towards
soak.
So Tess is coming out and loading everybody into the car, and I've got the kid in hand and like running towards the car. Tess, hold up. I got the boy.
I just, in a low growl, I take off at a full sprint towards that SUV. As soon as I'm close enough to it, I launch my dire form at the windshield where the driver is. I'm attempting to go straight through the windshield and bite the driver.
Give me strength and athletics.
Okay.
Did you roll a soak? Yeah. So you're taking an aggravated damage, Adam.
Yeah. Just one?
Yep.
Okay. I claw him.
Shit.
And that's gonna be just 2.
Okay.
But
Test has 6 successes. I want to go right through that windshield and bite this guy's head right off.
In the windshield.
2 more damage for him.
Okay. says nothing to him. He just kind of like laughs it off again. The ooze coming out of his blood is also stinks of disgusting shit. He grabs both of your shoulders and just fucking like tries to put it, just like bites down into your throat. You're a real soak here.
Yeah. Two.
All right, you take 3 more aggravated damage. The guy that's driving the car is like, ah. The glass shatters in his face, and he hits the gas, and the SUV just starts going, and is reversing into the larger building across the street.
Okay.
The kid, Daniel, in your arms says, "Leave my family alone." And he's like, his hands out like this, and he's shifting in your arms.
Oh shit! God damn it!
And
I actually like I prepare for this and like put him in an arm lock because I know what's about to happen, and then I'm like shouting at Becky and her mom to get in the car. Get in the car! Get in the car!
The SUV starts like bursting immediately into flames. It's like a huge bonfire has just suddenly been created in this SUV as it rolls back into the back of the apartment complex. And it like catches the apartment complex like tinder. The apartment complex just starts like burning along with the SUV.
Test will jump from the SUV that's now on fire.
I didn't roll so also. I'm just gonna give you 2 damage. Effectively.
Okay.
2 damage. It's lethal.
As a Richie yell, I look over my shoulder, and I let the guy go, and I go toward the Cadillac, thinking that's what he's talking about.
No, not that fucking car. The car that the family's getting in.
He does not let you go. And tries to grab you back and push you down and pin you down on the floor.
You fucking motherfucker. I'll teach you
Where
a
do you
lesson.
think you're going?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's go, kid. I let the kid go. I go, and I go running at the guy too.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go fucking try to claw him again.
So while
The
Adam's
kid-
clawing him,
The kid is standing there like watching the fire go up, and then he just like runs the opposite direction.
What shop's
And,
direction?
away from the large apartment building, in what looks to be a fox frenzy. Say again. Tests.
Test will yell out as loud as he can. Drive, drive, drive to the mother in the car.
She starts driving off. She follows your instructions, pulls out of the driveway, and starts heading away from the fire.
I'm gonna go around this big guy while he's in a grapple with Adam and jump on his back and just trying to get his attention so Adam can break free of his grapple and just start clawing at his eyes and his neck and everything.
He does quickly try to like, he's going to try and throw you off of him. What you got?
Got one.
One. So he throws you back into your cab, but he's off of Adam. He's kind of standing over the two of you now.
Come on, use some of that spiritual sense of your knife or fucking something. I'm dying here.
I'll use another point, like I'm another rage, and I fucking like go and at him, claw him.
Yeah. Nice.
That's gonna be 5. I'll give him my 2 attack right away. 5 and 3.
You're all damage.
Yeah.
You only
Can I
need
roll
one.
them together?
I don't know what you're asking, but the damage is, I think you rolled 4, right? Successes.
Yeah.
So it'll be strength plus 2 plus 4.
Nothing.
Jesus.
And the second one. Nothing again. This guy's fucking tough, man. I don't know what he's made of. Where's fucking
I have had
Tess?
enough of this shit. I'm gonna change to Krynos 2 now and go at this guy and just start slashing wildly at him.
He meets you, putting his head down, and he's going to try and gore you with this one. Nice.
Got 5.
All right, you have the upper hand with 2 successes.
Yeah, so as he's coming at me with his horn, I grab his horn and jerk his neck back and slash at his neck.
Tess is going to come in fast from behind. I'm still in Hispo. I'm going for his legs. I'll spend a point of rage. I want to bite twice.
Be careful with that fucker, man. His blood is poison.
4 damage.
Don't care about the blood. I just want the Achilles tendon.
Ha yeah, how you like that, smartass?
And then Tess hit the legs.
Yeah, I go for the legs. This is the first bite. That's 4 successes. Here's the second bite. That's 3 successes with the 1. 2 1. Sorry, that's 2. Yeah, 3 successes. My bad.
He's not prepared for it at all.
I have no idea how to do that.
That's okay. You
Lots.
can, death. It's a death.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I rip the second leg clean off and just keep going. Holding it like a stick in my mouth until the blood gets to my tongue, and then I spit it out.
You can see his eyes kind of like roll back, and he lets out a terrifying howl of rage as he enters his death frenzy.
It's about time you guys show up.
Swipe at everyone.
What do you mean about time? Didn't you see all this shit I was dealing with? And now we lost the kid. We lost the family. Whose bright idea was this anyways?
He's still frenzying. He's going to go ahead and swipe at Richie here. And clumsy. Doesn't do anything. swipes across the top, and it's like he's just blindly swiping at anything in the room. Man, just to really take a big chunk out of your fender.
Now that's it, motherfucker. I grab it by the neck and just start strangling. Will you fucking die? And I just stick my claws into his neck over and over again.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I look around. And I start running toward the SUV.
Forget it. It's burning. It's gone. The SUV's gone. We got to catch up with the.
Look, we need to get in the Cadillac and catch up with the rest of them.
That's right, Adam. It's time. We got to go.
Where the other guy? Let's go. We need to fucking get those.
Change back.
No, the other guys are gone. They're toast. They're roasted.
Omid.
Oh, I need to change back. Yeah.
Those motherfucker, they're just fucking like kamikaze himself.
No, I had a little something to do with that. So I open the Cadillac back door and then do the special trick to get the window down.
Yeah, fire
3 times.
There's a massive fire now billowing around this apartment complex. It's growing at a supernatural speed.
Adam, we are leaving.
I'm jumping in the passenger seat of the Cadillac. I look at my wound. I offer them as Chimich, the pain spirit.
I'm going to use. I'm saying, hold on a second. I'm going to use Master of Fire and try to get rid of any of the bad spirits that are controlling this corrupted fire, and communicate with the good spirits of the fire to try to move elsewhere out of this apartment complex. And I'll spin a point of Gnosis to do it.
Okay. There is when there is like there's two materialized spirits that you can see once you enter the flames, and they're just blasting everything around them, trying to catch as much of the apartment complex on fire as it can. And they see you, and they scope. That you hear like this crackling wood sound, kind of amplified as their mouths move.
I try to draw them out and distract them away from what they're doing to me.
I guess I'd want more information on that. How would you do that?
Hey, fella, big fella, what are you doing over there? Look at this. Nice juicy flare. Come get it.
One of them is going to start following you, and one of them opens their mouth and blasts flames at you, covering your entire body there. It's all going to be fire. And
getting toasty.
I turn to Tess and say, "What the fuck is Rich doing?"
I don't know. It's something to do with the fire. I don't know. How are you feeling?
It's 4 damage.
Clasp your shoulder. I'm done.
I'm doing fine.
Beast.
Pain doesn't bother me.
You threw down against that thing.
But I'm not sure. I didn't kind of know.
All right,
Master Fire.
but they're out of the apartment complex now, right?
Yeah.
All right, time to get in the car now. Fuck. God damn it. Get in the car.
Already in the car, waiting for you.
Oh,
Waiting
right.
for you, Richie.
All right.
What do you mean get in the car? Look,
Start up the Cadillac and start taking off, hoping that they're going to follow us.
Yeah. You know where the kid went?
okay, we see he was chasing after his mother in the last I saw, and grandma as she was leaving the complex. Leave down the street in their car. Shouldn't be too far. It's only been seconds. We should be able to catch up.
Yeah.
I look around for the kid.
Richie, you know the place?
Yeah. There's only one way out of here. They got to be on the expressway.
I lean out the window. Daniel!
So the little bastard was a Gary as well, eh?
I guess so. I didn't know that. That's new information to me. But
Sure
he's
would've been nice to have known that when we were making our plans.
I guess
Yeah.
it's his first turn. That's probably like, probably what the spirit was sending us on. The bird
Oh, right.
wasn't
Yeah,
Becky.
because I did get that when I sounded the sanctuary chimes.
Yeah.
I'll keep calling for him. Daniel! We're
I
here to
reach
help.
in my pocket. I pick up a little stone that was on a piece of string that I keep on me, and I try the quest of questing the ride of the questing stone.
Richie, it was what do they call them? It's a single letter car. One of them. I don't know. You guys have the worst naming things for cars. It was a
like what we talking here?
like an L car. She's in an L car, a M car, a K
Is
car.
it a-
That's what it is. Yeah, it was
Do
one
you
of them
know your
K
fucking
cars.
alphabet? A, B, C.
I know
D?
the
Which one?
alphabet. I'm not stupid. It's just I'm not used to how we don't name our vehicle. We don't have vehicles.
Well, I got a freaking vehicle. What's
It
wrong
was
with
sky
you?
blue. It was sky blue. Whatever it was sky blue.
Sky blue. That tells me everything. What are we
Sky
talking
blue.
here? Kia, Lexus, Nissan.
No. It was one of them domestics, like a Chrysler K car, I think.
Oh, Chrysler. Now we're getting somewhere. Now
Well,
we're
this
getting
thing should
somewhere.
be faster than that, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure it is.
Why is there fire following us? I looked in the back of the window.
Well, I didn't really have a plan for
But-
that, but didn't want the apartment to burn down, so we got company now. But I figure, Adam, he's good with the spirits and all. He could take care of this.
Well, no, you're a good man, a good guru, right? You're not letting these spirits take the weak,
The
protecting the
stone
weak.
begins to kind of pull to the right.
Go to the right. This kid is gonna be on the right. I'm getting a signal there.
I hear that. Keep yelling Daniel out the window.
Where is that
No.
freaking kid? You see anything?
Test. Do you think you
Continue
can
to pull forward. You're getting in
you
the
think
right.
you would have like better chance on foot
Yeah, at this
on
point.
paw?
Yeah,
You turn-
at this point, I think. Let me out.
Yeah.
It's more
Alright.
of a tall, like a series of like 4-story buildings, warehouses, this kind of thing, next to the lake.
I slowed down just enough where he could get out safely.
I
But I'm
bail out.
still rolling.
I bail out. Immediately shift into my natural form.
Yeah.
Take
I can
off and
follow you
run.
better, Test. It's gonna be easier for me to follow you.
Yeah.
We'll be right behind.
I take off at a full run.
So what should we follow him, or you want me to just keep going?
Follow him as much as you can. I'll tell you, like, try to turn around. He's gonna go between the building, right?
Yep.
You don't want to go with your cab there, right?
Well, I can't go between the fucking building, right? But I can go around it.
Yeah, go around it. I'll tell you what direction to go.
All right,
Keep yelling
fine.
out. Daniel, as I run between
Where
the
is that
buildings.
freaking kid?
I
I
stop
shift
for a
my
moment
focus
and smell.
to follow Test.
Use all my senses.
Okay. You why don't you give me a fuck that. You do catch a smell of the cinnamon cookies.
I head in that direction, full speed, sprinting over the cold ground, dodging between the Christmas decorations wherever they appear.
There's not as many Christmas decorations in the warehouse district, but there's some. And some of the street lights have little wreaths on them. The scent leads you into a alleyway.
I stop in
Scent is
front of the
coming from
alleyway, let out a howl so that hopefully Adam can hear me. Come to
You
me.
hear a
I'm hearing something, Richie. This way.
there's
Yeah, I
There's
heard something too.
there's a sound that sounds like garbage being disturbed. Glasses, cans.
Daniel, I say calmly, it's okay. We're here. We're here to help you and your mother.
What is that you hear in the Gary tongue?
What is that? Do you mean me? I'm like you. I attempt to use my skills in etiquette to talk him down a little bit.
He steps out from behind the dumpster, and he's in chronoform. Chronoform.
I make no threatening moves, waiting for Adam and Richie to come.
Right here? You want me to stop right here? It's got to be
Yeah.
close. I heard it like in that direction. All right. I turn off the car, open the door,
get
and
up.
start moving in that direction where we think we heard the howl.
Yeah. The alleyway.
What's happening to me?
You've been given a gift, I say. And I try to talk him down, reach in yourself. You're connected to Gaia. She's given you a gift. Calm your mind. That's right. You're doing fine.
I gotta get out of here.
No, just wait.
Just sit back up.
Hey, whoa.
They're friends. They're
All
like
good,
me.
Daniel. It's
Richie?
all good. Richie's here, boy. Richie's here. Just calm yourself. You need to calm yourself. Control.
He begins to calm down. He shifts into his Hamid form.
I walk
Good.
up and lick his
Naked?
hand.
As the day is born.
I go lick his hand.
Yeah. I took off my jacket, put it on his shoulder.
How's my mom?
She'll be fine. She'll be
She'll be
fine. We'll
fine.
find your mom and your sister. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
No,
about
we gotta
nothing.
take
We're
care of
here.
you.
He just
Look,
kind
we
of
gotta
There's
get
steps
moving.
up and starts following you.
Yes.
I brush up against them in my wolf form. Move toward the Cadillac.
You want to come to the car with us, Daniel?
Just follows you. He doesn't even respond.
I'll open the door for him, sit him on the back seat. I sit next to him.
I turn
I
in
move
the
to
back
the
seat.
passenger seat and turn into my Hamid form.
I turn in the back seat and put my hat on his head. It'll be all right, kid. You'll be all right. You're with your other family now. You'll understand soon enough. But right now, we got to find your mom and your sister.
Just kind of staring ahead. He's not really responding to anything.
I know you're going through a lot, kid. You got a lot to learn. But you're special. You get to know that. You got this connection to the spirit world. You got a mission that has been laid upon you. But now you have to stay calm. We're going to go through the details soon.
I start taking off in the car. Get back on the expressway as quick as I can.
Keep trying to roll down the window, but the trick is different on this one. Richie, come on. What?
Oh, yeah, sorry. That window doesn't work at all. So
Oh,
you just have to figure it out. There's no trick to that one, unfortunately.
let's go find this. Let's go find this mother.
Well, look, I don't got many leads. I don't know where they would have gone from now. I mean, maybe the hospital. She is expecting, right?
Seems to make sense. We could start there. Where's the closest hospital?
Yeah, it's Centennial. It's like 2 miles down the road. Exit 6.
We go there with the little lad that is fucking butt naked.
No, you can stay there. Maybe you have some of your clothes around. We can find some at the hospital, perhaps.
At the hospital. Put him in a gown. Steal something. That's your job, no?
Oh, we'll take care of you, kid.
She might have gone to.
Well, hey, look.
Hold
Maybe
on.
Aunt
You're saying
Irene's.
something.
Wait. Daniel,
saying
you got an
something.
idea?
She might have gone to Aunt Irene's.
Where's Aunt
Where is
Irene?
that?
She's on 25th and Sycamore.
I look over to Richie.
Yeah,
Swear
I know
to
what that
God.
is. I go over the overpass, crossing over like on the wrong side now. We're on the opposite side, and like flip the car around, and we're driving on the opposite side of the road now. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Pardon me. No problem here.
Asshole!
You have a lovely day or night. Yeah,
Merry Christmas, you prick!
and happy
I just
Hanukkah
wave.
to you, pal. All right, so we're driving down the expressway. Look, that's like 5 miles from here, but do the best I can.
It's where they
Get
said
us there
they'd go. I don't know. It's where they said they'd go.
Oh, you done good, kid. You done good.
Yes.
I think I have half a hamburger in the back there, Adam. I couldn't finish it. Maybe the kid's hungry.
You hungry, Daniel? You want like a leftover hamburger? He was human when
God.
he ate it.
He just like
You don't have to
leans
worry about
in-
those
He just
germs
leans
anymore.
into you, Adam, and just starts like weeping into your jacket.
Put my arm around his shoulder. It's all right, kids. It's all right. Don't be afraid. How old are you?
13.
It's about the age. You're a man now, and but more than a man.
Oh, you're twice as old as I am. Look
Yeah.
over to Richie. It's kind of annoying. Like, can we make 5 miles go any quicker?
I'm doing what I can here, Chief. I'm doing what I can.
You're a solid guy. Your Karen's lucky to have you.
I try. You know what? I try. Do what I can.
This neighborhood has more like the what do you call them? Duplexes. I think that's the one where it's 2 apartments in one house. And it's got that kind of feel, very samey down the road, all part of the same complex.
All right. So what address we looking for? I started slowing down.
It's the third one, I think. It's Irene.
This one right here.
Catch a glimpse of the Chrysler. Sky
there's
blue.
there's
Oh,
the sky
gotta
blue
be-
K car right there.
I pull into the driveway.
Richie, you better
Deb
take
comes
lead on
running
this,
out.
eh?
Deb comes running out of the house.
I get out of the car.
As do I.
Yeah, everything all right?
Stay in the car.
What happened to your car? Is Daniel? Is that Daniel?
We got Daniel. He's fine. He's fine.
Are you guys in an
but he,
accident?
No. Everything's good here. How are you? How's Becky?
Daniel, where's your shoes?
Yeah, the kid had a little issue. We'll talk about that later. You got some extra clothes here for him?
Yeah, we got some in the go bag.
All right, fine, great. Let's get the kid some clothes. Let's get all nice and comfy in the house. We can talk in there.
Mr. Tess.
I get up the.
I
get up the
I
car.
brought these, and she hands you your chimes.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I'm much obliged.
I get out of the car. I pull Daniel with me, like gently. Say, let's go get you the address. We'll explain later.
How's the mother?
She's fine. She was a little worried about Daniel, but she was able to calm down. She's used to all this stuff.
Yeah. Well, now she's gonna have some sport. Now that we know.
Is your other daughter at home right now? Auntie, what was it, Evelyn?
Yes, Evelyn's here.
Okay. Well, let's not stand out here. And Daniel,
It's,
No, we need to get in the house.
This is a much more decorated part. They really
we're going to
do
draw
it
too
up
much
in this
attention to ourselves
neighborhood
out here.
with the inflatable Santas and the Christmas lights in the bushes and on the ceiling on the roof trim. Inside, there's a very well decorated Christmas tree.
Yeah, Richie nervously lights a cigarette, completely unconscious that he's in somebody else's house. Kind of shaking a little bit, adrenaline pumping.
I look at him and say, like, there's a pregnant woman around.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry about that. My apologies. I wasn't conscious where I was. All right, so look, what's the plan here? We got
Richie, we owe you one. Smoke up if you want to. It's okay.
No. It ain't good for the baby, of course.
All right. Evelyn is sort of like a little bit taller than Becky. Blonde and a little older. She's like she's handing Becky like something to drink, and Becky's like sitting on a lazy boy, relaxing. She says, "Oh, Daniel, thank God."
So Becky,
Mom. She runs over.
can we talk?
Yeah, of course. Evelyn, do you mind? And Evelyn's like, no, of course. I'll be right in the other room.
So what did you see? Where you at now? What do you know?
They're after my baby, I guess.
I think it was maybe Daniel here. That was of interest.
What?
Daniel
Why?
is special.
Daniel's special? What happened? Where are your shoes?
That's part of it.
Let's end the session.
Let's say
there.
that.
Does that sound okay to you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good time.
What you think?
Had a blast.
I'm sorry. I kept messing up. I'm sorry, guys. I kept on misreading cues as to when I should start my turn.
Yeah.
And so I kept on interrupting your turns. I'm very sorry about that. That was
That
was my fault. I was like, I'm going to push it here. And like, oh, man, jeez.
For mine, it felt like there was like 3 things happening at all times. I guess that's what it's supposed to be, but it's pretty intense.
I think this was I'm gonna now pay like a little more attention to chat. So if people like those watching, I know like there's still a few watching there. If there's something you want to say, I'll try to keep an eye on it. But we're gonna have like a little conversation here how the thing went, right?
Yeah. No, let's do it.
Yeah.
And I think that was also like almost like the first comment I wanted to make. Like I think it was a good time, a lot of fun. You got fucking balls of brass, Phil, to throw yourself into the ring like that, you know?
Yeah, for your first video. Like, it's pretty
for your
impressive,
first
man.
video. So kudos on that, right? You did a good job. And this turn thing, I think that's the one thing, like something was unclear, you know, like I would encourage like go around and come back to people.
Yeah, just do a round robin. Yeah,
we all have a chance to say what we're gonna do. And I know like that's something also I often talk about GM, and people like may disagree on that, whatever. Like when I run a game, what I try to do, I try to go around what everybody's doing, and then I go narrate what's happening with their action, right? Mm-hmm. So because sometimes like I can say, oh, I'm gonna do that. If you start describing right away what's happening, right, the result of the action or the consequence of like that, maybe Cody would have said like, oh, I'm going with him, but now like it's kind of too late because we resolved that, right? So if you go the chance to go to around do the round robin, and then you describe, so you give the chance everybody to say what they want to do exactly, and then you do the resolution, right? I think that helps a lot. Everybody have their turn. Everybody get to do something.
Yeah, I was playing ping pong with everyone.
Yeah, like that's a very normal. Like that's most people. That's what they do, right? They talk to a player. The player say what he's gonna do. The GM say what's happening. Talk to the next player. He say what he's gonna do. the GM say what's happening. I think it's better if you just go around all the player, and then you say, okay, for you this is what happened, for you this is what happened, for you, and sometimes you can resolve both player in the same time because they did something together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that would be like one thing I would say. I made some mistake too.
I mean,
you guys made a lot of werewolf mistakes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have no idea, like the werewolf
Like,
thing.
The spirits weren't really supposed to be in the physical world, like the fire spirits. So that I was like kind of struggling with that. Also, bone gnars aren't living at like a rich place, and like so that was that was kind of hard for me to like gear that back, because you're like, oh, they're living in a mansion down by the lake. I'm like, oh fuck, they're definitely.
But that's the thing, like we came into that, it was a one shot. I had like very little information, so I kind of made up some shit, right? Just like to get the ball rolling. Like
I just was rolling with what he said. He said mansion, so I just rolled off that.
I understand. I'm just pointing out.
And who's to say that they're bone gnars? They could be something else,
exactly.
right?
Because that was another thing that I was struggling with, because they are your kinfolk. Like, that's how that's designed. So initially, you were the one that would know where they were all living.
Mm-hmm.
But like at the beginning, you were like, I don't fucking know where these guys are, and I'm like, oh fuck, how do I resolve?
But that's the thing.
How do you get there now?
That's the thing. Like I think at that point, and I saw you struggle at some point, Phil. There, but at that point, I think like we were going somewhere. You know, I saw it's a mention right by the lake, right. Like I said, by a shore or something. They say, "Oh, by the lake." I said, "Yeah,
there's a lake now."
Right?
You driftwooded the lake into existence.
But to be fair, Cody had the hardest thing, because Max and I are just there as free agents, right? Like we're there to help out. We're asking Cody to be the local, and then know all the stuff in the local thing. We all have about the same starting information, so I can see. I can see how that's a little bit more of a challenge.
I guess this is a thing that always happens to me. I felt like I was total garbage.
No, I didn't think so.
I think that every time I play a game.
No. Why would you think that? I don't think so.
I don't know. I guess it's just a bad habit.
I think you did a pretty good job. You were a little rocky there at the start, which is to be expected. You were just nervous, but once you got into the groove and everybody was bouncing off of each other. You did great, man.
Yeah, I had a lot too. Yeah,
one part I thought was really unusual was the combat. I was like, really, because we weren't really doing combat. It's just kind of like you were like, I'm gonna claw this dude, and I'm like, okay, what am I doing? I guess I'm rolling a defensive action. I guess I'm.
But like, so even if you're running 4D or what the fuck ever, I still don't see anything wrong with. You're the GM, right?
Yeah,
you're the GM, so you can narrate what's going on. That includes systems, so you can be like, okay, you hit. This is what describe what happens. We describe what happens. You're like, okay, roll for damage, or what? There's nothing wrong with you calling out systems because you're the GM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially during combat where it's something that requires systems.
Yeah,
usually I don't think we disagree with that. Like that, you can call out system. We say like keep it minimal and keep it rolling. Like don't we try to, and we also like try to favorize like game that where the system don't get in the way too much. I think it kind of worked, the combat. It was a bit chaotic in the sense like I think we could have like done like a little bit better with the round, would have solved the issue, right?
I tried to make sure that my guy was going.
One idea I have for that in this kind of style of play is you could do the round robin, but you tell the players ahead of time, okay, at the beginning of the round, Adam's going to go first, then it's going to be Tess, then it's going to be Richie, and then in the next round, we're going to alternate. So it's going to be Richie, Tess, and Adam. And then the next round, it's going to go back the other way, or whatever, however you want to do it. So the players are aware how it's going to work. So I know that Adam's going to go first in the first round, and then Tess is going to go next, and then Richie is going to go next. And we can narrate what we're doing, and then you can tell us what happens. We make our rolls, and we can go around like that, and it still feels like you have this natural flow going.
Yeah. There's one thing that I like in the total party skill system. You say you roll initiative at the start of the session, and that's your initiative for the session.
Yeah, you can do that too. Yeah. Same kind of thing. Yeah,
same kind of thing. Yeah.
All that stuff, though, I think is this, I guess, a critique of kind of 4D style, because I don't know how to do that as a 4D thing. Like, you can't do initiative almost, and you can't do like you don't want combat ever. It seems like I don't know. It's weird,
I
but
thought
yeah,
the combat. I don't think the combat lagged.
White Wolf is meant to, I think, be much more narrative than combat. I think. It's better because the combat's kind of shit, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, I
thought
love,
I liked the combat. I thought it was good.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Yeah,
why
I
it
think
works fine. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I mean,
That's just a symptom of me thinking
Richie
everything's
getting
shit, I
slammed
think.
up against the Cadillac. I could picture him driving the Cadillac in reverse
was
back
badass.
into the guy and pushing him right into the building.
Nice, man.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
Well, that was
I really
great.
I actually really like that part. Like with like yeah. I think
it felt really cinematic, and it felt like, because we all knew the style of play. We knew we were, everybody was trying their best to work off everybody else. So I would let Adam shine. I would shine. Tess would shine. We give each other the spotlight. And I think that, if everybody's aware of what's going on around them and just pauses for a moment and lets somebody else do what they got to do, it works pretty good. And I think it went fairly smooth, actually. I didn't see a problem. I didn't see a horrible problem with the combat at all. Like, I thought it worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
That's
Insert name asks, have you guys ironed out how much of the game presently trying to shed? Would it be ideally be all? If possible? I don't think we want to shed all the game. Or is that an amount undefined as of yet and not universally agreed upon? That's one thing with those one shot. Especially now, like it's a system. Like I've played a lot of Werewolf, but like 20 something years ago, right?
Yeah.
A very long time ago.
Same.
It was the first time for Crispy.
Very first, first time.
When I was in high school, that's when.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe it's a system like we're a bit rusty and stuff like that. It's the first, that's a one shot with like the first session basically. Like we're just coming in, right? We're fresh. I'm sure if you do like more sessions like that, we'd like find our groove at some point, right? And just like get in bed in the order. Like now we're like maybe like eating a bit on the mechanic and stuff like that. But we still want to keep the game part, and we still did roll. I still use rage and
honestly, and Cody mentioned this the first time when Crispy was like, "I've never fucking played Werewolf before." Cody's like, "It doesn't really. The rules don't matter. It's the setting that's like gonna really be important for you to know." And
setting is keen.
I don't know what the solution is for this kind of style if someone is going totally breaking like the setting. That would this isn't something that a werewolf actually can do that you're inventing. Like this isn't something that is correct. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that happened a couple times. And I was like, I don't fucking know how to deal with this because
Yeah.
I have to keep it. I have to
with the transmission.
I will say, I was going to mention it too. Like Max was saying, I think it would be better if everybody gets well versed in the lore. Like, because World of Darkness is better that way, anyways. Like the players need to be more well versed in the lore. Now, if you were starting off with new players, you would do it the classic way you do it in a World of Darkness game. They would be new werewolves or new vampires or whatever,
right?
And you would slowly introduce them. They wouldn't know everything. Now we're supposed to be more experienced and supposed to know everything. And really I'm very rusty with Werewolf. Like I don't remember all this shit, even though I was reading up all week trying to. But there's a lot of information there. But like Max was saying,
interactions.
Yeah, but like Max was saying, if we kept doing this, we would all get more vested into the game. We get more comfortable with each other and our particular styles and mannerisms, and more comfortable with the lore. Because like I already like want to dive more into the book now. So if we were to do another session, I'd be like sitting there like studying the book because I understand that this is going to be a requirement for this game. So I would try to study up on the lore as much as I could and get that into my brain. And we would after like a few sessions, and it'd become more natural, right? And we would know like all the rules of the world and the setting.
When you use Rite of the Questing Stone, like this as an example, and it's a very tiny thing, so I'm curious to see what you think about it. Rite of the Questing Stone requires a personal belonging from the person you're tracking.
I thought it was harder if you. It was easier if you had a.
Oh, is it just easier? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
What I read.
But in my head, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, you don't actually have this thing, you don't
Yeah, but I
have
meant like I thought about it,
have
but like,
Daniel's
from what I read,
driftwood.
from what I remember, it's like you got a bonus if you have like something,
Okay,
a personal
then
belonging.
fair
But
enough.
if you know the person, you can do it. And like I met the kid, right? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I said
I just kind of
right.
said you did it, so it was fine. But
Well, back to what that comment was, because I think there was a second part to that, which was is the amount of whatever, is it agreed upon or not? And I would say that it's a bit of a moving target, because this is the first time for me even in the system, so I have no idea, and that's why you could see, like, I kept on, you'd see my dice appear on the screen, because I seem to recall that Phil told me that if I want to change forms, I have to roll to see if I can do that. And so that's why when I said that, that's why I was rolling it. And so I don't know the answer to that. And I think it isn't something that we come into a new system for me, a new system for, or 20-year hiatus since the last time you played it. Well,
I know you rolled it.
We'll figure it out. Like, and then the more we're comfortable with that system, well, then we'll kind of know where that is. Like, what are the gamey elements that we really enjoy and we want to keep those in, and what sort of things are, you know what, we can maybe hand wave that. Maybe it's the initiative system. We can do something different there, or we just leave it out. So I don't think that we go into it saying we're going to eliminate all of the game elements. Not at all. It's that's a moving target as we become more familiar with the system.
Every time I picked up dice, I was like, eh.
Well,
I didn't mind it. I was like, oh, good. Okay. I get to roll some dice. I like that.
Yeah.
So
no matter what philosophy you're trying to achieve, you still want to adjust whatever the style is to your style of play, right? So whatever the group's comfortable with, and like we're having a conversation here, this is what I would do with players at the table, right? I'd be like, okay, what'd you guys enjoy about that? What do we need to change? Did we, so we could tweak and move things around, fuck the philosophy, whatever the higher philosophy is. If it's better for your table or virtual table in this case, we'll do it then, whatever that might be. Don't worry too much about whatever, somebody else's philosophy is. Make your own philosophy. You have a base philosophy that you want to play in. You have a playground you want to play in. Now tweak and add whatever suits your group and you, right?
I guess I would say that it's kind of like what I view 4D is to be something to aspire towards. And the way I view the hobby is something that isn't meant for just fun. I view it as something that I enjoy mastery. Trying to master a thing. So I'm always curious as to how to improve that style. You know what I'm saying? And like that's what I'm trying to do.
And also like the way we presented those like role play session that we do live, right? And that's the reason also why we do live. We said like they're kind of like experiment, right? We're trying to improve the style, we're trying to push it, we see what system work, what system doesn't work, and we do it all live. So for your benefit, people watching at home as well, right? For the we can see like, well, we struggle a bit here, we struggle a bit with the round, so whatever, right? Just like I stepped out of character once. Which
I was really shitty at going at saying out of character things, but yeah, sorry.
Well, again, you're the GM. You have to narrate the scene as well.
You have to narrate the scene. I thought that was fine.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I tried to use the name of the thing on the character sheet to try to tell you, okay, I'm doing that shadow thing now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm rolling exactly the right dice, but whatever, I'm going to roll and see. High is better, so we'll just see it.
I think you did well on that.
Blur the Milky Eye. I was like, you got it. You have like 8 dice in that pool. I don't.
Yeah.
You're the stealthiest man alive. That's how I made it. So.
But yeah, so my apologies to the other players and the GM. I did interrupt way too much, and as soon as I did, I was like, "Oh no, they weren't done," and I was just so excited in the moment. And so yeah, there was some mistakes that were made, but I had a great time, and it was a real challenge to try to play not the top dog, but the one that kind of teases the top dog.
I really liked because there were a lot of subtle times where you were like saying how his plan was kind of shit and how he's like not so good at Like,
Do you think that was
doing
subtle?
things.
Because to me, that was like way like 2x4 to the head. It was like way too obvious. Like, oh well.
I think that you were doing it in a kind of like feigning ignorance way. Like,
Yeah, like
but
I'm new here.
I don't know
but
if I don't know if Adam was even catching it. Like,
Catching what? Sorry.
Tests like saying that your methods are weak, or are you sure we should do this? Do it this way.
No, yeah, no. You was saying that I was like too upfront and too like
Yeah.
oh, you just want to fucking like go bashing in what. And yeah, that's what I was going for. That's what I was playing, right? I was playing the guy that is like, and you know what, like just like because I wanted to step away from this guy that always planned, and I just you know what, well, why we don't like fucking knock them over? Why you gotta fucking knock on the window, right? Just like I wanted to go like not the subtle approach, like just go like gun, like this guy's gun blazing, right? This fucking get up Fenris is very angry and stuff like that, right? That's what I was going for with this guy, right? Even though I got like this Sturge kind of side, I get this. I tried to play that a bit as well. I
really liked Cody and what you did, the detail with the gypsy cab, like the Cadillac, especially at the end where you're like, I'm just going right over the median and that sort of thing. But even just the window thing, I thought that was great. Like, no, there's a special thing. There's a special way you got to do it. I'm picturing like, what is that movie? Evolution, where the guy's blue car is all wrecked kind of, but no, there's a special way. You got to open it this way. You got to, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's, I'm picturing that the whole time. That was good.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like it really like add a lot of life to the scene and to the, so that's great. It's
kind of an interesting idea. It's like, yeah, this is equipment, but the equipment's kind of a character. And so it feels like it has a little bit of personality to it. It's not just my car. It's this Cadillac. It's like, and then I loved how you kept on bringing it back to be like, hey, quit messing with my car. Like, that's it. You dent at one point, the big bad ripped the back bumper off or something. And I'm like, Cody's immediately like, that's my car. That's it. We're, then he's into the big 9 foot tall, we're on now. You damaged the car, notwithstanding that you just drove the car through a building, but I really liked that. That was good.
Yeah.
So yeah. So good job, Phil. Good job.
Yeah. There was something I wanted to say about the lore and setting thing. Because like insert name here was saying like in a pre-established setting like Werewolf, and everyone isn't familiar with it, the game and player would probably be best served with a light game primer without issue to everyone well pre-session. I think that can be done, and we did like went through with Phil. We went a bit like through like, okay, what's the setting is and stuff like that. Like do the big line.
I described not with Cody because he wasn't there that day, but I described what everyone's powers were, what kind of attitudes these auspices have and tribes have and stuff. And kind of did that off camera.
Werewolf and World of Darkness, the lore is fucking deep, right?
Yeah.
It's very, very deep. And the way I see it, and I know like some people like will disagree with that, but like this is like a starting point, right? This is something, it's like building block that you can use for your game. But when you run your game, that's what I was saying. Like it's what happened in the game and keeping the session going. For me, it's much more important. And even if a player like do something or say something or interpret in a way that goes against the official lore, you know what? It's like almost like as soon as your game starts, you're no longer in the official lore anymore. You're your version of it and think and veer off, and it doesn't matter, right? For me, like it's much more important for me that we build a narrative together at the table and we have our own version of the game and stuff like that until keep flowing, than to be accurate to the book. The book is there; it's there to help.
In that game, there were times like where you're really breaking my vision of it, and maybe that's fine. I don't know, but like I've never played a game where you can just like where the spirits are coming out into the physical world all the time. Like certainly you're not gonna summon a spirit unless you like summoning a spirit is really difficult to do, or it's a rite. Like you're not just like I'm gonna cut my hand and I have a spirit in.
Oh,
in my
No, I was
face.
trying.
I'm like,
No, no, I
that's not really a way that happens, but I
was
guess
just poking for information, Phil.
yeah.
That's
And but I'm
that's what
saying
you
like
have to.
that's
I was
like
just trying to get like a heading.
I
Yeah.
know it was kind of like in the dark because I was trying to figure out how to get because Richie was supposed to like know where these guys lived, and I was like, oh
Yeah.
fuck, what do I do? So I
But
was just
that's
like,
like
okay,
okay.
this is good.
No, that's great
But
for the
that sets
conversation
like
we're
a
having now.
precedent. If I'm gonna have like an ongoing game, like it sets a precedent on how to create how to summon a spirit like into the physical world.
Well, I wasn't
Just
like
by
trying
giving yourself a
to I
paper
wasn't
cut.
trying
I'm
to
like, what the fuck am
I
I
wasn't trying to bring the spirit in the physical wall. I was trying to like get a vision or something. But like what I was trying to look for information, right? So I was just like Crispy picked it up on it. He said, "Oh, his eyes glaze over." He's like, "Yeah, like
Yeah.
okay."
No,
I'm here in the,
I picked
in
up
the
on what you were
passenger seat.
doing.
I'm just like trying to, but what was happening? We're kind of like it was the beginning of the session. I felt we're kind of like directionless, and I was just trying to pick up on information. Like that was me, like tending you, like, okay, give me some more information so we know where we're going, right? And then you could have said like something. That's what I would have run for.
I kind of beefed the start. Like I was like nervous, you guys are just like I'm walking out, and I'm like, hey, there's nobody fucking here, and you're just like populating this whole room that in my head. Before the session, I was like, okay, I have to at least kind of describe this room, introduce some characters, do things. Like I was going to have you guys walking down the moon bridge, and then that would be the start. But you're like, I'm stepping right through the moon. I'm fucking in this room. Nobody's here. And it looks like this. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what did this guy just do? Because I was going to have like someone, I was going to spawn these people that know where to take you. They know why you're there. When they're gonna just like issue you or be like, "Hey, this is Richie. He knows the way."
I was trying to help.
It's like everyone's just kind of like
ball rolling.
Yeah, everyone's like rolling the ball, and I'm like, "Oh no!"
And that's the thing. I think
where you're going.
And like at some point you roll with it and you got on with it. But like I could tell you were nervous, which is totally understandable. I'm sure I will be as well when it's gonna be my turn to run, right? But and I would just want to give you like, okay, and you haven't said at some point, okay, now somebody else has to say something, because I said, okay, now we're in the moon bridge, we're coming out of the door, right? And just like at the gate. And then I talk a bit with Tess. I wanted to give you a chance to find your leg, right? So we can okay, we're gonna get the fucking scene moving. We're gonna get something going, right? So Phil can come up and
like why would you know I wanted you to start in the moon bridge? Like there's no reason for you to have known that.
Well, you could just start us there. Yeah. You can just say, or you just start us as we're getting out of Richie's car. We could just start there too.
When I said someone else say something, I didn't mean start the game.
And then we were like, all right, we jumped the gun. That was
And you're like, true. Okay, I'm starting the game, and I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I'm curious though, Phil. What is the Can you share? Would you mind sharing with us some of the elements that you just improv'd, like on the fly, that we would be surprised that you just pulled out of the hat, so to speak?
That big okay, yeah. That whole first house you guys went to, I didn't plan that lady at all. The big building that was there, I didn't plan. I kind of had most of it ready to go, to be honest. Oh, the whole warehouse scene was totally, because I was like, these guys have to find this guy somehow. I don't know if he's in a warehouse alleyway or something. So, and Evelyn, that person didn't exist. They weren't going anywhere else. I was going to set the entire thing in that little neighborhood.
Oh, they're going to the aunt's house?
That I wasn't expecting them to leave, but they drove off. So,
yeah, that was kind of we did kind of throw that as a fly in the ointment, so to speak. Hey, like if these things go really bad, we want you to drive away. If I were to retcon that was probably a bad idea. But it was like going to protect the kid.
Yeah, and we're like in the midst of action. Sometimes we make bad call, right?
Giant spirit-fueled house fire was going on with
get the kid away, get the mother.
Let's go down
away.
A block or two.
Yeah, I like this one. I got like a bit of a technical, I don't know, like the sound. I missed the sound a bit, so I wasn't quite sure what was happening there. So that's why I didn't pick up too much on it. At some point, like Cody was doing something, and I said, like, what? Okay, I missed something there important. That's challenge of technology, right? It's just like some point, like, I don't know, I just missed a little bit of a dialogue there.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
The part where the guy was like biting your neck and you're like, I'm going to get up and walk off. And I'm like,
well, the enemy gets a vote on that too, right? Yeah. The enemy gets a vote.
Don't get to leave now.
I didn't thought it was like holding up my neck, right?
He's not going out for McDonald's. Like, where did you think he was?
Oh, it's just like a bite is an attack, right? So you just I just assume like he took a chump, right? And I'm defending myself in the whole thing, right?
But you're like, I'm going to the car now, and I'm like,
nope.
Well, I thought it was on top of it. Like, just like sometimes just the way, like, and that's something also like I often like talk about, like, and also there was some point where somebody interact with you in a way that I wasn't there anymore, and I was kind of pulling you back, and I say, like, at some point it's role playing, we all try to create this mindscape together, right?
Yeah.
We have to remain fluid to keep the action and the scene going, and sometimes you're just like, well, okay, it wasn't exactly the way I envisioned it, but I get that that's the way you envision it. So and now you're building up on that. So I think we'll go with you with your thing. I think that's fair, right? And for everybody at the table, what do you think, Cody?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with you redacting somebody else's narration, even in this style. Be like, okay, when you can easily do it, and you did. You're trying to break away, and you say you couldn't break away because he's got you grappled, and that makes sense, right? Like that didn't break the immersion at all. That didn't break the scene.
Yeah.
And so you did it right. Like I mean, it worked fine. Like what you were doing. There's nothing wrong with you adding to the narrative, right? Is basically what you did. Yeah. You just added to the narrative.
That didn't jar me at all. That didn't jar me at all. Like I just like I just got like the way I interpreted it, I just got like bitten badly. Like I suffered quite a bit of damage. And then I hear like reach in the back, get in the car, and now like I'm almost kind of like a bit dazed, right? I'm just like, this guy is fucking kicking my ass. Let's be honest, right? I'm hitting him and doing nothing.
Well, that's like something you would see in a movie.
Like I'm on top of him. I'm trying to move away, and then like, it's still fucking holding me, right? That's for me in my mind. That fucking flew, right? It's just like that. There was nothing jarring in that at all, right? It's just like, all right, that's what's happening now. I tried to live and to leave, and he was like still holding me, right? Just like I didn't realize that he was holding me that strong, right? Yeah. So, I don't think that didn't bother me at all. Yeah.
Can you guys like tell me something that I sucked on, just so I can feel better?
Wait, you want us to tell you something that you think we think that you could improve on?
Yeah, please.
But like, I think that the first thing we talked about, which was like going around and stuff like that, I think that'd be like the biggest thing for you, like in that style, that would be like the biggest improvement. Yeah, and like I understand also, like I think you were like very nervous coming to this game and stuff like that. You prepped a lot. I think like if you would cut on your prep, you would have been feeling beholden, and you would have been able to enjoy the ride much more. Like just going around the floor and building
so little too.
Already?
Yeah, I was like, I was thinking about it a lot. Obviously,
yeah.
I think I prepped more by trying to learn the style than actually prepping.
But you already had an idea, and
I did. I was trying to have a start.
Yeah.
I had an idea. I had a pretty solid idea what was going to happen.
Yeah.
I liked your description of the like the corrupted werewolf. I would even want more of that.
Yeah.
Like I thought your description was good.
That was on
I'd actually want that was on the fly.
That character was on the fly. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts. Was when you were describing that and the swollen legs and it's all corrupted and all of it. Even more of that was great.
Yeah.
The agent men, the stinky SUV with the funny exhaust.
That was nice. Yeah.
Like more push that more. Like for me, now everyone will be different, but for me, I want more of that.
More descriptive.
Yeah. Like it doesn't have to go long, but I love the details. Like I love the like in the small house, you know, maybe a few details in that small house, just enough to kind of flesh it out a little bit. So, you know, the fake wood paneling on the wall, or you know, a Charlie Brown Christmas tree over in the corner or something.
Oh, and I did notice that you did mention like the light, the moon, the type of like I love that.
That's right.
I like that too, because it reminds everyone the time of day, and that's
It reminds
important.
the time of day. It reminds like the type of environment you're in. You remind like you know, just like
you guys were very eager to take a turn, and it was kind of hard to like fit in.
Oh yeah, that's totally.
It was all it was almost everyone, but yeah, that's something I'm struggling. That's something I'm trying to do a lot more, is more descriptions.
But I mean, you're good at it. I just want more. I want more.
At some point, also we want to keep like the game rolling. And stuff like
I
that.
could do kind of put it to the side a lot though. That's cool.
What about you, Cody? You got like other comments you want to say?
I don't really. I thought you did a pretty good job, Phil. I don't have any. Like they said, I think I would just do more of what you're doing. Just expand more out from it. Like the descriptions were great. Just give more descriptions. Giving more descriptions of the environment is awesome, because most GMs overlook the environment. They're focused on the scene and not so much the environment. But the environment can really bring immersion to another level. You know, when you say, you know, the moon is full and there's a soft drizzle of rain that trickles upon your head or whatever, you know, like stuff like that. You're just like, oh shit, you know, like it just brings you into that scene, you know, a whole lot. And I think you did a pretty decent job at that. But like Crispy was saying, just a little bit more of that atmosphere. Like that werewolf was awesome, dude. Like that thing actually freaked me out there for a second. Like I pictured it in my head and I was like, fuck, I'm watching a movie right now. This thing's like, I was afraid to take action against that thing. You know, it scared the shit out of me for a minute there, you know? So, just more of that. I think you did great overall. Like I don't have any like real negative critique. I think the combat was a little clumsy, but we discussed that. And I think that's just something you have to get used to, because it is a different style of typical play, and you just have to adjust to it.
I think that Max's idea of everyone say their action and then going through it would be really good for combat also. I don't know if he meant that, but probably be good in combat also. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Some of that was how rusty most of us were with the system. Like if we were a little more on with the system, then we'd immediately know, okay, here's the damage dice. You know, I'm madly searching through this character sheet. Okay, I'm counting up pips. I'm comparing that to what I have written down. Is this right? Oh no, I'm in a different form now. Oh crap! And I've got to. So, and I did fill it out, but it was just unfamiliar, and so there's a player responsibility there too.
I want to say something about the dice too. Like I use the dice roller because, you know, like a lot of people can see it on the screen, stuff like that. But I regretted my decision, because I think I would have been much faster with physical dice, counting the success and the ones and stuff like that. So I think in that case, in some games, the
dice pool playing,
the dice roller works well. In that game, I feel like it was like it got in the way. Like doing a roll took me much longer than it should have. Right. So there's that as well, I would say. If it was like to do this over, I would probably just go physical dice and then just tell you what I roll. Right. Yeah. What about you, Cody? Did you enjoy the experience?
Yeah.
Me and Ricky, we played together quite a bit now. So yeah, go ahead, Cody. Sorry.
No, it was a great experience. I actually wouldn't mind, running a game in this style either. You know.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So if you guys are open to it, I'll do it.
Yeah, it's a fun challenge. I like it a lot.
I think it's an interesting. I mean, I'm totally open to new ideas, and I mean, I'm always, I think like most of us, I'm always trying to improve and look for new ideas and stuff. Now, I don't know if this is the style I would use all the time. Like, I don't know if this is like something I would adopt, but maybe, it is interesting. I'm not going to deny that I thought it was very intriguing and interesting, and it was challenging too.
It's very challenging.
So you definitely can see the difference then.
I could see the difference. I mean, to be honest, it's not too far off from how I run a game at the table with players that I'm comfortable with. Like it's really actually not too far off from what we do anyways.
Right. I think that's the main thing, is that everyone has to be on board. Otherwise it just doesn't work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I think it worked well. Like we Like I at some point said something out of character, but mostly like we stayed in character. We didn't. Oh, one thing, Phil. At some point, you.
I said
I
use a
remember
lot.
what.
I do it a
Yeah,
lot of use.
yeah. At some point, so there was like a little like, and then you stop. So I feel you probably like cut yourself because there was
Yeah.
just a little point at game like you're like going to the you and describing like how we feel or what we're doing, and then you cut yourself and you stop. I said, oh, man, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I did a one shot with a friend of mine, and I was just stopping myself every time I did it and like resetting it and just trying to practice, trying to get into it. It's way harder to never stop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it's
But at
not.
some point,
the action.
It's a detail, and it's maybe not even the most important detail. Like it's not.
We
yeah.
talked about it before. It's like a stop. It's like a safety versus to stop
Yeah.
yourself from telling what the players are doing.
Exactly. It's a slip. Like starting to use the you a lot is a slippery slope. You know.
Well, because it's not a big stretch, like Max is saying. It's not a big stretch. If I'm used to just saying you all the time, then pretty soon I'm saying you go here.
Yeah.
You do this. You feel that. And we're
I did
trying
that. I
in
think I
this
did that once. I
style.
was
We're
like,
trying to
you're-
avoid that. We're just saying no. That's the player is more or less as much as we can be sovereign, and so the player character decides all of their reactions.
The time I think you might be talking about, Max, is like when Crispy used the chimes, and I was like, it sounds to you like or you remember that time that you did this before and a spirit was trying to come through, and so it has that ring to it or something.
Those
like, how do I
chimes.
say that. Yeah.
I completely forgot what they were.
They stop people from sidestepping.
My
I remember you
sanctuary
had the
chime.
earring that can tell when somebody lies.
Yeah,
to you.
I tried to do a visual cue
First
for
of all,
that.
I knew you were doing it.
So like I had this earring. My character was kind of a guy with the fetishes.
Got a couple.
So I had this little gold earring in my ear, and it's supposed to tell me whether or not someone's lying to me. So when I'm talking to the kids, I was kind of playing with the ear. But anyway,
that's good.
But what is the chime was doing?
it's supposed to banish all spirits so they can't materialize within 100 feet.
Yeah.
If I successfully set it off, and it was a small house, so I'm like, okay, if they're in the car, they're probably still within 100 feet. So
yeah. Oh, I got it now. Yeah.
I kind of
but
extended it to not letting werewolves step sideways into the.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Do you want me to tell you the plot that was going on there, or does it matter?
No, I feel like we already figured it out. So.
Yeah.
No, I
Well,
feel
think
like
so,
we should,
yeah.
I think we should do the next session. I think we should do the second part
You up for it?
because you can take what you've learned here and we can improve on it, right?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea, Cody. Is to see if now that we're a little more familiar with it, we've done it. Why not try it again at some point? Doesn't have to be right away. We can come back to it.
XP then, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourselves. 4 XP.
So, and for me, it's just the experience. The experience is playing. It's not the points I get at the end. It's the experience itself. It's a role playing experience.
A few off. A few off. We'll call it. I'm down to play again, of course.
Yeah.
Well, and it was a pleasure, Cody. This is our first time playing in a game together. I hope that I did step on your toes a few times. I apologize for that already, but it was fun to play. Yeah, it was fun to play.
No, it was great, man. I really enjoyed playing with you guys. It was a great experience. I had a lot of fun. I mean, any chance to actually role play is awesome, right?
Exactly.
And especially with a group that everybody is invested in the role play experience. Because to be honest, that's my favorite part of role playing games and always has been, is to role play a character.
Exactly.
And so, whatever kind of philosophy or whatever we're using, it's really great when everybody's just invested in the role play.
Yes. Yeah. And it's role play that moves. It's not stationary role play. It's not just us sitting around the table and talking the whole time. It's we're talking in the car as we go somewhere. There's action. It's not because so often the criticism I hear about role playing is, oh, it's just people sitting around chatting all the time. And that's a fair criticism if that's what the role play ends up being. But if it's moving forward, if we're still in character, but we're not just sitting in the same room or the tavern or whatever for 2 hours. There's a lot that happened. So anyway,
Oh yeah,
I think
for sure.
I think we did good on that. Like,
Mhm.
sorry, who's talking?
I was gonna say, did you guys think that the part where you were standing outside of the house was like a sluggish part, or no?
it didn't last very long, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, you didn't last very long.
Adam complained about standing around like 3 times, and I was like, "Is he standing around?" I don't know. Maybe
That's
No,
the
that was
character.
That's his character.
Yeah.
I know it was, but I was wondering like if it was like a subtle.
No, but you have to understand something. I have a tendency to stall the game a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does.
You're just trying to say you don't stall the game.
So now I want it to be like the kind of different character, like be the character that
Yeah.
say, you know what, okay, let's fucking get moving. Especially like, oftentimes like I role play with Big Bad, right? And Big Bad like
Yeah.
play those characters that move the scenes forward, so we play well of each other, right? We like, I'm gonna guy like, well, let's think a bit, let's make a plan, let's try to come up with something smart. And Big
Yeah.
Bad said, no, let's fucking go, man, just like let's move, and that works, gets crazy dynamic, right?
It's a good foil.
But yeah, and then my character just like, oh, what the fuck, man? Okay, now he's already gone, like, so let's fucking go, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Max is overly cautious, exactly. So now I was trying to do something different, like I was trying to be the guy that, and now Crispy kind of went like, well, maybe.
You sure you want to do that? Like, is that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds like a bit. You just want to go like fucking knock straight at the window, like, yeah, why not? It's the plan.
And I liked the personality that Cody brought for Richie.
Oh my
Like I
God,
did
yeah.
feel like he had personality, and that's such an important thing. If you're going to be in a role play session, then I hope your character has some personality, because if not, you get yourself down to the Walmart, you buy yourself some personality, because otherwise it's just kind of dull. Like, and I never felt that way. It always felt like, no, this is someone with a personality. He's got the iron bar. Okay, I'm getting the iron bar. I mean, do you want the iron? What do you want? Do you want this or this? And it's all coming out of the trunk, the cavernous trunk of the Cadillac. I could just picture it the whole time. It's like, this
Yeah.
is so good.
Those are my favorite characters too. Like they're kind of tropey, but they like have that depth. Like eventually, you know what I mean? Those are my favorite characters. I think you did a great job, Cody. I appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Appreciate
Everybody
it.
did a great job.
Yeah,
Thanks for having
it
me.
was good. I think it was a success. So.
Oh man, I didn't fucking get that. Like I should be ashamed. This one was very fun to watch. I felt kind of like a neo-noir flick with werewolf. I also like the parallel of the three wise king coming to visit the expecting mother on Christmas.
Oh yeah, that's way deep. That's
Yeah.
Totally intentional.
Well,
wise men. Wow.
there you go. We're the
Wow.
fucking wise.
So who's
wise
left
werewolf.
out? Like that's it.
Not
Like,
so wise.
I was gonna make this way more Christmassy. I just want you guys to know that. I never really got a chance to. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Make it more. No, honestly, I liked how it went because it just felt like this Christmas thing.
Yeah.
It just felt like a background flavor that
Yeah.
make the world feel lived in. I like that. Like that's something also like it's a great thing to pick up for GM, right? Have something happening in your world, like festival and stuff like that. Whatever you play fantasy or real world and stuff like that. That is not the focus point of what's happening, right? It's just something like it gives so much
agree.
life to the world because you feel like the world live for its own sake, not just
Yeah.
for a place for the player to adventure. So that was like a very good.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100% agree. I always
Amen.
have something going on, outside of what the players are doing. Like the world is constantly moving around them, regardless of what they're doing, right?
yes.
Like there's other events happening. The world is bigger
Yes.
than they are.
Yeah.
And that's an important thing. Yeah, I agree. And
Absolutely.
it really brings a lot of immersion to the game.
It makes
Yeah.
the world feel more real. Like there's a verisimilitude there. And like, okay, I can suspend my disbelief a little more because it feels like the real world to me, but with werewolves. So that's cool. Like it's
Plus werewolves.
No, like that. Honestly, that worked out great. Anything like so? You enjoy your experience, Phil? I hope.
I very much enjoyed my experience. This is like I said, I am very much a 2D GM trying to be a better GM. And I've played with people who are new to the hobby like my entire role-playing career. Like that's been my story. So it's really great to be able to play with really seasoned role players. It's something I never get the chance to do. So
Well, I
That
take
alone
exception
made it
with
amazing.
that. I think we're all, Max and I are still trying to figure it out. We're,
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you're
we're still-
seasoned role players. I mean,
Yeah. We're still trying to
Yeah.
figure it out, but I think like you did great. Like you weren't like just okay, what do? You didn't move us around. You didn't like cock block us when we had any. Yeah, like sometimes like it's you struggle with it, but you try to roll with the blow, right? And when we try to do
Yeah.
something that okay now like, and I think that's great, man. Like on that you did a great job.
appreciate it.
Yep. Solid.
Absolutely.
So, anybody else want to add something, or maybe it's a good discussion we had there, or you...
I just wanted to say I hope Shauner unblocks me and that RPG is dumb. Here's my game, bro.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah,
All
That's all
good.
I got.
Am I the one? Oh yeah, I guess I'm hosting the stream,
There you
so
go.
I'm the
Yeah,
one
there
that
you
express the button. So I'm gonna close the. Thank you everybody for watching. It's been streamed on all our channel and stuff like that. So thank you for watching, and I hope you had a good time. I hope you find value in like seeing us, like with like we say, we do that as experiment. We go out there, warts and all. We do them live, right? So there's no editing, there's no like trickery, and then we have this conversation at the end. I hope you found value from it. And thank you all for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye. And thank
See ya.
you also to my fellow player here, Phil, Cody, and Cody and Crispy. The link to all those guys' channels in the description below if you're watching on my channel. I don't know if they did on their own. I hope they did, but
I'll add it. Sorry about that, guys. I'll add it.
Not at anyone's channel because I don't think anyone's watching my channel. So.
well, it's gonna start now.
There you
Take
go.
care, guys.
Yep.
Have a good day.
See ya.
See ya.